Your tablet's one of those weird ones that has it on the what would be the side instead of the bottom. So
Applesauce Cave. The boys are back. Yeah, we're back. Thank you.
Boys back in town. Boys back in town.
All right.
I like how it's immediately.
We're talking theater background, theater music background.
Yeah.
I don't know what your background is. You work in a kitchen. You work in a kitchen.
Kitchen and choir.
Music major.
All right.
Yeah. So we could do a musical episode.
We're not doing a musical episode.
But we could.
Oh, the wall says Stigande. It actually, it's. I apologize because I'm having to record this for the moment. Stigande, Stigand, is the name of the Twitch stream that they do for a game. It's all the episodes are on YouTube. It's about to kick back off here at the Hive. I recommend it's a Nordic Viking theme kind of 5e campaign. I love watching it. I listen to it a lot. I recommend you go over to YouTube, check it out. Stigande, Stigand. But yeah, hopefully very soon that the whole like reversed perspective will not be an issue. All right. Back to these. There we go. All right. So, when we last came together, as everybody's kind of getting settled in, I'll go over the story. But first, in case you've forgotten who we are, while two of our members are currently not present, one is on his way, the other may not be here this evening, work obligations, which is fine. We will give a quick introduction to those who are currently here, starting with the individual wearing a hat that I suddenly respect him less for.
I can't help it that they're winners. I mean, come on.
What is it? What is it? Oh.
Riccara here. I am the a lot of names.
Dragonborn.
Emerald Dragonborn, Divine Soul Sorcerer / Samurai Fighter. Good daddy issues, apparently.
All the prerequisites for being a superhero.
Wait, does his first and last name start with the same letter?
No.
Aww.
Well, it could. Y'all don't know.
He made it!
Holy Finnegan!
Finnegan has arrived! Yes!
FedEx delivered on time. Well, it's a little late, but I mean,
Holy
close enough.
FedEx and
What?
Finnegan.
No, that's on brand for FedEx.
What's up,
Finnegan, Mr. Whoop, whoop. Do we have a mess?
Second time I spilled coffee.
Casualty.
Look right in front of you, Derek.
Look, I'm a guy. I don't know what's in front of me. You know how many times I've stared at my keys and couldn't find them? We're not going to discuss that.
More times than you're willing to admit.
Seth is on his way, so we will hopefully, within the next 10-15 minutes, have a full table as the natural ones come together.
Cheers!
Which is astonishing, really.
Yeah.
It's life for everybody, but we're getting back to
Our dear Bard Montel drinking from his expended tank round. Grim, if you'll kind of... Actually, well, I'm sorry, we'll start back with introductions. Mr. Finnegan.
Finnegan Tenderfoot, the halfling wizard. And I'm Jeff. I'm going to be playing Grim Grizzlebrand. I actually do have that particular prerequisite.
Alright, so my name is Derek. On our Discord, I go by Funky Dirt. I am playing Elron, which later on in the campaign we might get his real name. Someone in the party has it at least now. He is a drow cleric.
I'm playing Montel. Also, one other person in the party has his actual name. And
We made friends.
we made friends. And I'm playing a rogue bard. And let's see who's going to try to kill me tonight.
Our currently missing, our sixth man here missing from us is Seth, and he is currently playing Krolin, a dwarf fighter, I believe. Don't know the specifics on it. And I am Kenneth, a.k.a. Southern D&D, your dungeon master and storyteller for this evening. So, with that, as the red dragon descends... Oh, no, too far.
Wait, what?
You missed some stuff, Grim.
No kidding.
No, okay, so, the last time we all came together, after Finnegan had managed to successfully sneak on, but unfortunately was detected by Captain Alden Thetis, the captain of the Knights Prowling, the strange humanoid man who almost a magical connection to the ship, though he himself could not use magic. There were several strange boxes, one of which Finnegan noticed a creature shifting movement inside. Unfortunately, unable to arrive before they could unload the boxes, Grim and Krolin, the two of you taking off after the cart, where 3 of the 4 boxes had been loaded. We'll get to that in a moment in game, what happened. The rest of the other 4 stepping onto the ship to begin to find what was going on. But it was not Montel, Elrond, Finnegan, and Rakara. No. It was Montel, Elrond, Finnegan, and Grim. Rakara being concerned about being so close to the Dragon's Reach, the large flagship, the emissarial vessel of the Krolin Empire to the north, the Dragonborn Empire, took on the disguised self form of Grim Grizzlebrand, the one half-orc he knew better than anyone. Now, when he sprouted the large green wings, things got weird, but we won't go into that. After dealing...
don't worry, there's more.
After dealing with the 2 orc sailors on top of the Knights Prowling, moving deeper into the bowels of the ship, you came across the Captain Alden Thetis and his first mate. His first mate wielding this strange, massive weapon. And Captain Thetis himself having a sword that seemed to almost produce magical-like effects. A massive battle ensued, in which it culminated with your dear, low-flying Finnegan atop this box with some strange creature in it that reeked of both astral and abyssal magic of both hell and the void itself. Cast a fireball. I don't know if it was unintentional. I like to think it wasn't. For somewhere in his little halfling mind, our dear Finnegan, though he could not read Dwarvish, knew that those runes meant caution, black powder. As 12 barrels of dwarven black powder exploded, decimating the middle deck of the ship, releasing a strange creature, this weird, almost like snake-like entity with multiple smaller arms, 2 large pincers that you found was called a void slicer. It seemed to be an upgraded version of the strange zombies that had attacked you and then had attacked Montel previously. It's like whatever this thing is, somebody is perfecting them. Perfecting this new artificial life form. In a combat in which you were actually assisted by Captain Alden, because he cared more for his ship and wanted to get this creature off of it, even though Finnegan was doing his best to take him out the entire time. Managing to finally defeat this creature after it doing some decent damage to all of you, turning then on Captain Alden, who lasted not very long. Montel, acting without thinking, reached to pick up the sword and almost turned on his own comrades.
No, I did.
The ship, actually you did. The ship driving you, basically forcing you to attack these interlopers. Thankfully, your friend Elrond, being a little bit dexterous than you, was able to move quick enough to hold you at bay and cast a remove curse, the sword clattering from your hand, to which you then stowed it into a bag of holding, which as you closed the bag of holding, the ship itself just crumbled like ash. Elrond and Montel falling into the water with this large, massive, what is called the Weapon Master's Master Weapon. That's the name of that item, by the way. The 2 of them basically like carrying this thing underwater. By the way, the weapon is an 8-foot-long club made out of solid adamantium with a mace head the size of a large basketball.
Hey.
That's what hit one of them earlier, and it hurt.
2 hits, I went down from 87 to like 29.
It bit magic.
Here, I got the card.
Okay.
Here.
After the fight, the 3 of them running off. Finnegan, being the face of the crowd, staying and talking to to the arriving guard captain.
Got nothing to hide.
Got nothing to hide. A hero to the people. Rakara on the way out, deciding to stir the pot a little bit, stopping at the Courier's Guild, sending his father, the noble emissary. I got his name here. Give me a moment. I wrote it. Griff. Yeah.
Kriv.
Kriv Karjan, the emissary from the Draken Empire, a message basically berating him for his current actions. Unfortunately, Rakar at the time in the facade of one Grim Grizzlebrand. So,
Unfortunately for who?
for Grim Grizzlebrand.
As I'm saying, belongs.
We defended your honor.
Thankfully, when Kriv himself arrived after asking around, finding out that a orc with similar description was seen as a guest of Lord Nuranel at his estate. Finnegan opening the door, finding the Dragonborn himself, able to quell the anger, and telling him the truth that Grim had not been seen for several hours and could not have wrote this devious letter.
Obviously.
Yeah, that was another part.
I was trying to explain it.
Before shutting the door and then returning to the library with very much a kind of "what did you do" moment with Rakara. So, Grim, to keep matters short, what happened while you and Krolin took off after the cart containing the remaining 3 chests? You were able to catch up to them, but 4 of the 6 orcs guarding this leapt off. A massive battle ensued in which the guards actually came running, but you were able to overcome these orcs. They were arrested. Though some of them were actually killed by your 2 hands. You continued chasing the cart, but you lost track of it. You did stop at the northern gate and inquire. They said that only 1 cart bearing orcs and crates had come through, but it did not have 3 crates. It had 2. And it's with that information that you and this dwarven comrade you'd found, who, by the way, the guards, after chasing after both of you, have caught up with you. Thankfully, they recognized who you were, and you will also be receiving a visit from the Knight Marshal himself to kind of discuss what was going on within his city. The Knight Marshal being the head of all city guards. But unfortunately, because of that action, Krolin has now kind of been accidentally thrust in with you as a co-conspirator.
Well,
So, we, for the sake of time, we're going to say that Krolin had returned to the vessel he had stepped off of the Belling. Speaking of Krolin, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, our dear dwarven friend Seth. I think this one turned out much better than version 1 did.
He's cute.
I had to look up what salt and pepper hair was, by the way.
So he's old.
Well, it's gray with speckled
bit.
white. Yeah. So to really kind of to recap real quick, in the previous fight, you and Grim had taken off after the cart, where 3 of these crates had been set up. Chasing down, you engaged with some of the orcs who were guarding it, managing to fight them, but not before the guards rushed in. And while they dealt with the orcs, the 2 of you kept going forward. Losing sight of the cart itself, you did manage to stop at the north gate and ask if a cart with crates and orcs had passed through. You were told yes, they had, but there were not 3 crates, there were 2 crates on that cart. And so, as you are now walking back with Mr. Grimm, the guards catching up with you, saying that recognizing Grimm as a guest of Lord Nuranel, and kind of considering you a impromptu associate. You are not arrested, but however you are being escorted back to Lord Nuranel's estate, and the Knight Marshal himself is going to come talk to you. It's very interesting because the Knight Marshal is also scheduled to come talk to one Mr. Finnegan. So, we pick back up in the story just as the two city militia, the 2 guards, are dropping Grim and Krolin off in front of Lord Nuranel's estate. And we're going to come in with the 2 of them literally standing there after chasing down this cart, losing sight of it, finding out that one of the boxes containing something is still within this city. So, 2 of you want to take it away.
So, why were you after the buggers?
I don't really know. I was just, I sort of just walked upon, I just sort of, yes. I sort of just was walking upon and people were acting rude and I was just looking around and now wherever the hell I am. I have short-term memory loss.
It sounds about right.
By the way, Krolin, I don't know if you, in case you have forgotten, you came to Ilmeraiya by way of the Bellowing Call, the large skyship owned by Lord Nuranel of Nirakesh, one of the trade lords. After years of faithful service, you decided that the life of simply a security guard and sort of a roughneck for the ship, not really up to you. Lord Nuranel, completely understanding this, paid you a final salary wage of 500 gold pieces and gave permission for them to drop you off wherever you wished. You heard that the Bellowing Call was making a stop to Ilmeraiya, to which you know is a land that is pretty eventful. A lot of adventurers go there for various reasons. And it seemed like a good place to step off and make your own in the world.
But honestly, I think he just wanted to get rid of me. So now I'm here.
Man, it's alright. I'll show you to the guys. You'll like them, I think.
Maybe as you approach the front door at this point, a knock on the, knocking on it. Lady Celine opened the door for you. Says, "Oh, I wondered where you two had gotten off to."
Yeah, we were chasing over some orcs.
Well,
Lord
Lord Nuranel and Leia are currently not home. They're apparently she wanted to go buy some more pastry, so they're still busy doing that. However, your compatriots are currently in the library. I was actually about to say they wanted to have me. It is getting more toward the evening part of the day. I want to see if they wanted something to eat. If you wouldn't mind asking about that when you go in.
Oh, for sure.
So this happening just as the four of you are finishing up that conversation from the last session, the two of you getting a kind of a moment to just bond together. You hear a rap on the door of the library, the study, which the magic of the silence and sanctuary spell is still active. And as you open it, you see Grim standing there with that strange dwarven fellow who threw two of the orcs into the harbor and then proceeded to, like, for no reason, start to charge down the gangplank.
Hi, everybody.
Where you been?
I've been going after some orcs. Going after a cop.
Female orcs
I do not always think with what's in me pants.
or? Oh.
Now.
Who's?
Oh, this is a dwarf.
You shouldn't point.
He's very particular about manners.
Who's the?
What is just?
Are you talking about me?
Just ask him his name. My goodness.
I'm in the room. Hello.
You're in the room where it happens, yes.
Just.
This is a reference I should understand now.
Just over in the corner, Craig, the sausage grinder. What?
So, who are you? Where are you from? What brings you into this merry band of...
Who does number 2 work for?
Sure, that shit was worse. I am a traveler, a wanderer, a fighter.
I see that.
And he was a pretty good help going after that cop, but unfortunately we ran across a problem.
Problem.
Yeah. We were looking for a cart with orcs on it, half orcs, whatever. That had 3 carts on it. Unfortunately, the guard said that there was a cart with orcs on it, but only had 3. No, 2. 2 out of the 3.
Carts or crates?
Crates.
Crates.
I'm gonna pull out
Boxes.
the letter again. Does it mention a name of who that? I know it said that the letter was
said
to be delivered
to her. To her.
And then it said 2 of them
It
were
said to the
supposed
elves.
to go.
One was to be delivered. One was to go to the elves, and then 2 were to
To the
go to the
mines.
mines.
Okay.
which means more than likely we stopped the one that was going to the elves.
What?
Well,
No.
I'm sorry, it was 1 to the elves and 3 to the mines.
Okay, so we probably stopped the one.
It's
with-
not one of the ones going to the mines, what you're kind of gathering.
Okay.
Oh.
Like,
Alright.
my brain was doing weird math.
So
But
one of those things is in this city
yeah,
right now, and we have no idea where.
unfortunately, yeah.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Do we have any
Is there a
way?
map of the city?
Is it
Actually,
considered a
yeah.
creature?
I mean, technically it is considered a creature. You are creatures.
I can find it if you want to. We want to go ahead and hunt it down?
I mean, we're waiting for the night guard to come.
I don't know, but I think we
Talk
should
to him.
fill
If
our
you
new
can-
friend in
You can do that?
if he's gonna, be involved with this at any time.
Have a seat, sir.
No.
Oh, I've been sitting for like the past 5 minutes.
I'm going to grab his chair,
I can't
turn
really
it to
tell.
the whiteboard, and then just start.
Just
Map
like
it
drawing
out.
everything out.
It
The entire
starts
plot.
with
Wait a minute, I'm
and a ring.
confused. How does this reed fellow factor into any of
I have no clue either!
It has something to do with almonds. That's all I got out of it.
All right.
And then there was peanuts. That it's a whole. It's all nuts.
Peanuts are by the way.
We could have been
And you
going
turn
for
into a triceratops. Alright?
I
That-
told him
that's
not do
the-
it now, but
That's
I mean,
the least crazy thing on this board, by
You
the
know
way.
what? I'll catch up later by watching the streaming of it on Southern D&D's YouTube channel. Ha
There's the plug.
There's the plug.
There's the fuck!
Actually, by the way, I recorded the first episode of the podcast today. So episode 0 is going out.
Look at him go, he's smart.
Anyway,
But yes, there is a map of the city here in,
Okay.
in the office.
okay. So there might... Whatever we plan to do... So it would either be we go after this thing, like, now, which may take all night, leaving us tired for our trip in the morning.
we're just going to the forest. What's the worst thing?
A lot of
Have you
things.
not met our group?
Into the woods without delay.
Bears.
Beats.
Battlestar Galactica.
Ow.
Yes.
What?
Sorry.
Like,
Sorry. Nerd
we,
moment. Sorry.
we traveled by air to not get accosted, and we got accosted.
That's not a
We always get accosted. So whether we're arrested or not
Yes,
arrested,
Yeah, but at
always
least if
still-
we're arrested, it's
trouble
going to be
comes
better.
to us.
Yes,
whether
but
we like it
always-
or not.
So,
Oh, wait,
Yeah?
what?
Down, Bessie. Down.
The door opens.
And he's the same height, he's jumping up and down.
I'm taller on a
And
chair.
you see Lady Sonali there, the female kind of the elven the head of Houseborn. She goes, forgive me. Someone is here to speak with you.
Did you get a name?
Yes, it's Knight Marshal Tyvrick. She's here to speak with the natural ones.
Oh, we're the natural
bring her on
ones.
in.
Please go and see us.
Of course.
That's your good name.
Yeah, it is. It's
The-
a fine one.
Sonali leaves and returns a few moments later with an elf that looks to be in her like the
Yes.
latter part of her middle ages. Her appearance of like latter 40s, early 50s. Very close crew cut styles, blonde hair, piercing green eyes. She's carrying a helmet in her hands. She is wearing this beautifully ornate armor that has a strange sort of design to it. And you realize that when she wears the helmet on, it looks like that there is an eagle coming across her chest with the helmet actually being its open mouth. And she steps forward and goes, I am Knight Marshal Ilmeraiya Tyvrick. I am here to speak with a Mr. Finnegan and then a Mr. Grimm and Krolin.
Grab a chair.
Well,
He's already said.
I'm still sitting.
She just kind of, is
well,
Lord Nuranel not present for this meeting?
Currently
He-
occupied. He may join this meeting later, but at this moment he is not going.
He is out of the house as far as we know.
Very well. You watch as she goes and sits down, sets her helmet on a table nearby, looks around, goes, I don't suppose this would be a type of explanation where a bit of an aperitif would be allowed, would it?
What?
What did you just say to me?
Oh!
Well, how the entire group has
You're gonna want to drink.
I heard drink.
There actually is there's like a little small mini bar off against the side wall.
Come on, my chair.
I was gonna say,
This library's got it all.
I'm gonna pour drinks because I'm gonna try and slip out during this meeting.
Okay.
Same.
Well, there's elven wines, there are dwarven ales and whiskeys. There's even it looks to be some sort of hard liqueur from Marat and the Mauritian area, the more like desert areas. Any sort of drink you could think of, he would have some example of it here. As a very wealthy and
I'm
noble.
just gonna make assumptions about the group. The dwarven whiskey, the double shot of dwarven whiskey. Probably the
Nothing.
nope. He moves over, finds the coffee pot, pours
No,
coffee.
my tail's not staying either, so.
Everyone doesn't know that. So he's making drinks for the group and then going to slip out the door before the meeting starts.
Roll me a stealth check.
That is that's not the front of my page. Let's see, stealth. That's a 14.
14. If she notices you, she pays you no mind.
Montel's not even trying to be sneaky. He's just going to stand up with his cup of coffee and walk out the door.
Yeah, as long as the three she needs to talk to are Grim, Krolin, and Finnegan. So really, she's not going to stop anybody else that wishes to.
Yep.
So Elrond and Montel, you exit. We'll get to you two in a moment. She goes, so if you do not mind, we shall
probably
begin with Mr. Finnegan
Just
and
does-
what exactly
doesn't
happened
like-
at the docks today, involving you see you pull up some papers. I guess it's a little small, like notepad. She opens it. The vessel, the Knight's Prowling.
Correct.
Please, what happened?
See, what had happened was.
I love your story.
He has such a way
There I
with words.
was, minding my own business. Bullshit.
And I'll start the whole spiel. The captain of the ship was a smuggler. May or may not have been involved in some recent kidnappings.
Real quick, how close are her to you when you're like, how close is your seat to where she is? Because the library's about.
Oh, I'm not sitting.
You're not sitting?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm in professor mode.
So you're okay.
He's still got the whiteboard.
So you do see that she like takes her chair and kind of moves forward within about 30 feet of you and just kind of sits and listens and watches you.
I mean, she can sit.
Yeah, that's just
wherever
it.
she
There,
wants.
yeah, the fact that you kind of move her chair
Yeah.
forward.
And so, upon hearing that they had docked here, also knowing that he has ties with the Skyclaws, who is also a mercenary band that does all things. I'm sure she's familiar with
Taking a
them.
few notes as you speak.
I went on his ship to do some investigating, found them smuggling some creatures into the city. They had falsified papers, I guess.
The papers were correct. It was just they had kind of navigated around.
Okay.
They had the approval of a lord, so you kind of didn't need the approval of like the harbor master and docking masters.
Okay.
You could, if basically I want a job and go to the CEO, he'll hire me without having to go through HR,
Right.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll, explain all that, and then explain that somehow there was this explosion and people died, and then the creature got loose somehow. More people died. We didn't want the creature to get off the ship, so the creature had to die. But 3 more left the ship, and that was when,
In crates.
in crates, carried by orcs. And that was when Grim and our new friend Krolin here took off after them, and I was just getting their information from them. Evidently, only 2 of the crates left the city. Those 2 that left the city are going to be going to a mine. Did I find something?
You know, the only thing that you kind of get an idea of, because he mentioned in the journal from a mining encampment that was up in the Alphen Forest,
Okay.
which is that northern the largest forest on Ilmeraiya.
So I'll explain that to her. The name of the mining company that we have, either by coincidence or not, ran into other happenings involving them before. And I was actually just getting ready to ask them if they could point to on the map where they last saw the wagon with the crates, and then where the gate is that the wagon was seen leaving.
As you finish speaking, you see, actually while you're speaking, you see her occasionally she turns her right wrist over, looks down at something, and kind of goes back to writing. And as you finish, she also kind of looks down at her wrist again. Roll me a perception check.
Is this, you said she got within 30 feet, is this
Yes.
any like magic stuff in Ricardo's mind? Or any, like,
Roll me an insight check.
my favorite skill?
That's going to be an 8.
8.
Oh, 16 plus 17.
Okay, fitting in the way she's holding her wrist, you can't really make anything else make out. But Rikara, you know that there are certain spells and certain objects that have to be within a certain range that can maybe not detect truth, but can differentiate between like a lie and what is being told. And you get a sense maybe the item she has, while not being able to like fully detect the truth of the matter, she is gauging to see, is he lying to me? And by her reaction, I know you said roll a 16?
17.
17, you beat a 15. By her reaction, you get a sense that, yes, she believes him. She goes, what were the nature of these creatures?
The best that I could tell with, or at least the one that we saw, or the one that I saw,
Yeah.
it was some creation of abyssal and void magic.
Void magic. Right. And you said that there is reason to believe that one of these crates, one of these creatures is still within the city walls.
Correct.
Very well. I have done a little bit of research on my own, looked into a few matters, and from what I have discovered of my own accord, and what you have told me, the evidence lines up. I believe you, Mr. Finnegan. I believe that you acted in both defense of yourself and of yourself and the city.
What the fuck was that?
You look over at Grim and open up a little music box and slam it down real quick.
The voices. They're back.
What the main evidence I have found, and it's very interesting, concerns the docking forms you mentioned that were approved by Lord Nuranel, because the times and dates on those forms do not match up with Lord Nuranel's presence within Ilmeraiya. He left several days for an excursion into the north, outside of the city walls, returning the evening before. Returning the evening. He returned the evening before, or the evening after those documents were sealed and signed. I'm sorry, not from the. He was returning from Nirakesh. He had a journey to Nirakesh before the approval was sent. The seal itself is legitimate, and that means that somebody at his house had access to the area it is located and could bypass the magics of the seal that are innate to Lord Nuranel and his bloodline.
So it could be someone in his bloodline.
I'm currently having several of my my underlings look into certain matters with Lord Laythel, which of his family members were present, and their current whereabouts during that time.
Lord Laythel, was he one of the ones on the council?
Yes, again, Lord Laythel was the most politically opposed rival to Lord Nuranel.
Interesting.
Anything else, Mr. Finnegan?
I will ask Grim and Krolin. Krolin, if they can recall at what point in the city they last saw the wagon and where the gate was that it had left for that way, it would at least give them a search area to begin with
So
to find that creature.
this is in fact the same wagon that you two chased after.
Yeah, I think so.
The members, the individuals that my men arrested, these orcs, were part of this crew for the Knight's Prowling, correct?
Believe, yeah.
Okay. Well, again, the fact that one of these boxes still remains in the city, that is a little bit disconcerting. So please, if you will look at, she points to the map, please continue.
Well, we chased him.
He's kind of looking at the map, trying to.
Roll me a history check.
This is gonna be fun.
Can I give him guidance? Since
Yeah,
I see him have a little bit of
you're
trouble?
sitting there with him. He's kind of.
I knew this was going to be a stretch. Whatever.
Crowley, would you like to assist him? Or are you currently?
I can
That's
assist,
D4,
but
okay.
I've been drinking over there while this whole talk went. They said help yourself, and he was helping himself. So, do I need to roll for any of that?
They gave you a shot glass and you took
Sure.
the bottle.
Roll me a con. Roll me a con check.
They gave me a cup for water, and I said I'm gonna have a Coke. Contract,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Constitution check.
natural 20.
You're a dwarf. This stuff is you're taking it like a champ.
That's just penicillin.
So what did you roll total?
Near that blue line right there, and he's actually pointing at a river.
What did you
I got a total of 7.
Grim, on a 7, you remember the main road you took, but from that point you don't recall the direction the cart moved out after those orcs jumped off the back and accosted you and Krolin.
Is there any kind of roll I could make? I'm proficient in survival.
Yeah, I'll give you a survival check, see if you maybe can like extrapolate a possible path, so that would make sense.
I'll point out where the docks are.
Yeah.
Be 16.
Start here.
Okay.
16.
I'm sorry, I didn't spend my entire life inside a book place.
The area where you last caught sight of them was right before a fork in the roads. One leading out to the north gate. The other one is the road leading up to the canopy top district. This district where the nobles and the palace are located. So the thought in your mind, maybe they either dropped the box off or met somebody, or maybe the box is here in this district, in the district of the elites and the nobles.
What was the name of the family with the seal?
Laythel, Lord Laythel.
He's against.
Yes.
I'm looking at this map, and the little marker that says "You are here." I think it's around there.
There actually is kind of a not an actual mark, but like almost a gold gilding to the house of Lord Nuranel.
Okay.
Kind of both showing, just give a perspective of the area.
Can I jump in?
Is there a legend?
Well, he's sitting right here, but no. Yes, there is a legend.
Like you've been holding on to that.
Oh God, you have no idea.
Like something Somebody's gonna ask for a legend one day, and I'm just gonna hit them with this.
Boom! Right there. Okay. But no, there's a little small legend on the bottom of the map.
So this void slasher, it's bad news. Where is the most densest population in the city, where if it was left unchecked without no guards nearby, could it do the most damage?
Are you asking me this?
I'll ask the.
Is this a riddle?
I'll ask the night captain that.
She was, well,
It's night.
my
string, a
men
ring, or
patrol most of the city of Ilmeraiya.
It's all three.
The city is relatively kept well clean. While poverty and fortunes exist, it is not in the same levels as other areas.
Mhm.
Honestly,
It's a beautiful city, yes.
let's see if this makes sense to her. The base 19. The place to me that would make the most sense and do the most damage, if the area you point to here is correct, is the Canopy Top District. If you were to say, kill the king and the nobles, suddenly Ilmeraiya is left without its leadership.
I wasn't thinking killing. The king is heavily protected, I would hope and assume.
Yes, of course he is.
So I was thinking not the most heavily protected people, but like setting a tiger loose amidst a crowd of children.
Right
Is what is the line I was
I
going
understand.
on.
Right to the southeast of the Canopy Top District is the again I just lost the name out of my notes, but it's the residential district. This is where the more commoner the middle class people of Luthalasa. It is, while not densely packed, like it's not like door to door, it is a relatively clustered area.
I'm gonna ask her if she can point to Lord Laythel's house on this map.
As well, Lord Laythel's house, and she looks to, you see, she looks for a moment, goes, if this is Lord Nuranel, Lord Laythel's house, and she points to the estate right next to where those two paths branch off. She goes, his actually sits right here at just beside the intersection point. His is the third, and you actually remember, this was the estate you first passed by on your first day here in Ilmeraiya, where the ambush took place. It was from those hedges, those large shrub hedges, where half of the forest stepped out of.
What? I just find it very interesting.
So what do you find very interesting?
Is there a heavy guard presence in the middle class district?
I mean, they're not.
Well, how quickly could they come to?
There is the rotation, have the guards patrolling the area at least once every 3 minutes, and no guard is no more than 5 minutes from another guard at any time. My men are very well trained, and they know the city and the streets very well.
I don't doubt that.
I understand. I was not chiding you. I understand where you're coming from. I do appreciate it.
Are there any tunnels underneath the city?
Like most civilized places, the city does have a sort of underground infrastructure for sewers and carriages, that kind of stuff.
Come on, man.
Elves don't take shits.
Well, we have to pull the stick out first, and then.
That's fucking funny.
I feel a tingle.
God damn it, Seth! Point of inspiration. You almost killed the dungeon master.
Alright, since you almost killed him, I'm gonna finally interject in our people. We're getting new people that are asking for who's who. Again.
Oh, okay.
So,
Alright.
just real quick, I didn't want to interrupt.
That's-
I was
that's
telling
fair,
him I
that's
wasn't
fair.
interrupt that. But
That's
since
fair.
you tried to kill him, I figured.
Go ahead. I gotta. Oh God, go ahead. Yeah, reintroduce yourself, please.
Alright, let's start on this side
Hello.
with the pretty princess.
Hello. My name's Seth. I'm playing Krolin. He's a dwarven fighter. And he's having a lot of fun. Go ahead.
I'm Michael. I'm playing Montel. I'm the resident person who's going to die as a bard rogue.
Hi, I am Derek. I am playing Elrond, the Drow cleric. And just to kind of go ahead and throw this in here, we are level 9. I know someone else asked levels, so we are collectively a level 9 party.
And I'm Jeff. I'm playing Grim, who is a barbarian, half-orc.
I play Rakara, the Emerald Dragonborn, Divine Soul Sorcerer / Fighter Samurai. What? Oh.
You're just a little off the edge. It'll be fine.
I am Ricky. I play Finnegan, the Halfling Wizard.
And I am Kenneth, aka Southern D&D, the man, the myth, the legend. We are playing in the world of Faeterra. This is a homebrew world and campaign of my own design. They're currently in the island of Ilfalas, the cultural home of the High Elves, and many, many things are afoot.
What happens is jail. Which one?
So, as we
Alright, so,
turn back to the game.
2 of them level 7.
Alright, that's the house where we got ambushed and all that stuff here. It also seems to be kind of the center point of where all this kerfuckery is. No offense.
I'm taken.
So, some people don't like being said fuck to, so.
Well, I have no issue with being said fuck to.
But she said she doesn't take offense to being said fuck to.
But don't say it in reference to being said to. Just lead with something.
What?
So as we take a pause on the debate of the word fuck and its uses, we turn back the clock now a few minutes to Elrond and Montel, who have just stepped outside of the library, the study, pulling the door behind them. What are you two doing?
Since Montel has come out as well, I've got an errand to run. If you want to come along, you can. If not, all good.
Cool. I actually need to go to the city too. I need to find someone to take a look at this. And he pulls out the small sharded gem. See if they can tell me how hard it would be to actually get it out of rock.
That's fair. And I'm going to ask someone of the house if they know where the best place to locate the local section of the Cathedral of Shadows is.
Okay. All right.
Because it's a new day, so I know that the circus performers won't necessarily be in their same spot.
You do remember that the members of the Cathedral of Shadows who helped you escape from the ambush and brought you here, they did have some sort of repertoire with Lady Celine.
Okay.
So she would probably be your point of contact.
So I guess I would go find her.
She is currently in the kitchen, well, in the dining room area. Sonali, not Celine. Sonali, yes. She approach her. She goes, Lord Elrond. Elrond, may I help you with something?
Yes, I was hoping you could help me track down, not necessarily someone per se, but a specific place in the city. You seem to be well versed in here. Well, I guess I would be putting it incorrectly. You've been here a while and probably know the city pretty well. And he's just gonna go ahead and say, I'm trying to find the best place to get a message to someone in the Cathedral of Shadows.
And you believe me to have some contact within the Cathedral of Shadows?
Well, considering I saw I may not understand it, but I did see the hand gestures during our first interaction towards the nice collective hiding in the shadows at the docks, and the people who conveniently, threw a few men off of the roofs yesterday. I figured you were the best one to go to.
Are you looking to meet with someone specific or just with a...
I need to leave a message with someone I would say that we could trust. I do have to basically compose this message beforehand, but I will be doing that on the way there.
It may take some time for me to acquiesce to what you're asking. While I do, I recommend you take a stroll around the Orchard Plaza. There are several exotic plants that have been put there by the crown. Although I wouldn't leave anything there. Things seem to go missing, especially when left by the roots of one of the large banyan trees.
I'll make sure of that. Is it a fairly new banyan tree, or is it one of the older ones?
It's one of the older ones.
Okay.
It's actually the largest one. It's there. It's there right at the alley, right at the alleyway leading into the Orchard Plaza.
Well, I'm sorry if this seemed a little out of the ordinary, but I do appreciate this discussion.
I appreciate. I am flattered by your confidence in my abilities. Thank you, Elrond.
Thank you. So,
Yes, Montel.
Montel just puts the cup down and she's like, cool.
You watch.
Finish the coffee.
She turns back, continues preparing the evening meal.
so as we walk, also knowing Montel is
It's a lot harder to.
I guess the best way to put it is, since he's a wordsmith, he is going to get Montel to help him write out 6 lines in iambic pentameter
Okay.
in common, which he's then going to translate to Elven. But in common, the first letter before each stop is S-L-I-V-E-S.
S-L-I-V-E-S.
And then that's translated to Elven.
Okay.
And that will be the message that will be left.
Okay. So there's make sure that's right. S-L-I-V-E-S. Okay. Got you. All right. As you kind of pin that down and stop, take out a piece of paper. Well, as he pins it down for you, you translate it into Elvish, and you kind of fold it up. So as you both start making your way toward the orchard.
And as we do that, I'm also going to, knowing after our discussion, we know it's called a Void Stalker.
Yes.
I'm going
Void Slicer.
a Void Slicer. I'm going to cast Locate Creature for Void Slicer, which is 1,000 feet around me and lasts for an hour.
Okay.
So basically, like radar as we're walking through the city.
Got you. So as you cast it, you focus in not on the name of the thing, but of the presence it gave. There was almost a, for lack of a better term, a void within the magic of the world, where energies were coalescing unnaturally. That is the sense that you
I'm trying to
Trying
find
to
more than
find.
anything, yeah.
and as you were walking out of Lord Nuranel's estate, you were offered a carriage should you wish to take it.
I would say no, because I do not want, I want us to be able to kind of wander a little bit if I get the feeling, and I don't want someone else
Gotcha.
besides our group.
Remind
knowing.
me, a locate creature, is it a
It's
plane
a-
thing or is it a sphere?
I believe it's 1,000 foot. It might be plane, but I'm just going to do this the easy way.
Or maybe it's a little thing of within 1,000 feet of you on the plane you're on. kind of
Yeah, I believe it's the 1,000 feet plane
Okay.
you're on.
Montel would also be against bringing a card or character or anything. Mostly just for the fact that
Montel doesn't like cards.
no, he likes cards. It's more along the lines of if they ever need to move
Quickly, understand.
cards are problems.
It says 1,000 feet
Do you need the spell?
within
Ah,
1,000
good.
feet of you, so I would assume that
That's
means
basically any
sphere.
point. Okay, I'll roll that. Yeah, we'll go with that. As long as it's on the same within 1,000 feet. So, as you are on the path with Montel, him kind of sitting there, they see him kind of like in, he'll scratch something out, dun, 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 writing it out for you. As you pass Lord Lathel's estate, I want you to roll me the roll. Just 1d20. Tell what you make.
Montel is also keeping an eye specifically on his ring for any kind of undead.
That's a 2.
For if his ring starts glowing bright for the undead.
Okay,
So
gotcha. There is no.
It glows blue when zombies.
I'm trying to remember how I got this set up. Okay. There is no. You sense nothing from Lord Lathel's estate. You do get kind of a weird buzz from Montel, mainly from his pocket where he put the piece of what was called void stone earlier. There's a similar buzz from that. It's not like it's a creature, but you get it's like the energy there. There's a similar taste to it. Is the best way to explain it. Metallic taste. All right. So with that, the two of you walking toward the Orchard District. We cut back now to the library, where the four of you are having your conversation with Knight Marshal Tyvrick.
So anyway, that's how I retired from being a juggler with the circus.
Amazing that you could.
And she never even asked for your entire childhood story.
That's amazing.
It's,
You did such great stunts with such little feet.
You could handle so many balls at once. Such hair.
But back to the matter at hand. Do you have any inkling about where this missing crate could or even is?
Well, I would say that it's awfully
very quietly
coincidental
void splices.
that Lord Lathel's approval was given. The cart seemingly passed right by his estate, and did you guys find a group of dead bodies right outside his estate the other day? From like an explosion or something?
We did not. No. The two people who could answer that are not here. There were dead bodies outside Lord Lathel's estate?
No. Just curious. Just trying to see how much you
Roll
know.
me a deception check.
Can I assist him with this?
Even
'Cause
Grim's
that
a
just-
little-
Don't worry, Seth, you'll confirm that roll right there.
He doesn't know shit.
She believes you, whatever you say. Oh, forgive me, I misunderstood.
I did roll a 13.
You're a natural one for instance.
Oh, dang. Sorry.
Very, forgive me, misunderstood you. Well, if there is nothing else, she stands and folds up the little notepad she's got
Good.
on. I have several. I have a lot of new evidence to review. I will definitely be setting someone to keep an eye on Lord Lathel's estate and himself especially. And I will start to look personally into this matter of who may have used his seal to approve the Knight's Prowling to dock within the docks of Ilmeraiya. Do not worry about any sort of reprimands from your run-ins with the city guard. You were acting on the behalf of yourselves in self-defense and the city itself in general. You will not be, no legal trouble will be pursued against you.
Good.
Okay. That sounds fair. Sure.
Right. She just goes to stand.
On an unrelated note, what do you know about the Dragonborn emissary in town? Do you know anything about that? When they're leaving?
I
mean, I know
you
you're
mean,
the night captain.
you mean Ambassador Karshan?
That's his name?
Yes, Ambassador Kriv Karshan. Yes. It's very odd. I received information across my desk that someone has been harassing him. Vaguely enough, the description resembles your friend Mr. Grizzlebrand here.
What?
Apparently, an orc similar in appearance to you walked into one of the couriers' guilds and mailed a letter to Ambassador Karjan that he apparently took great exception to. I believe he even came here looking for you, sir. Though thankfully you were nowhere near the scene at the time, so roll me an insight check.
Insight right now.
Do I roll something opposed that?
Have you told him? Well, you told him everything. Did you mention that he took on the form of an orc or anything during that entire fight?
No.
Okay.
I got 14.
I didn't mention that
Got you,
any of
okay.
them were there.
Got you.
His
Except
explanation is
Grim.
him fighting, like, when he explained it to them at the dock, I took them all on by myself.
Got you, okay.
That was his words.
Grim, you don't even know this emissary Kriv Karjan. You've never really heard the name before, and so you'd have no reason to hate him. You don't remember sending him a dirty letter. I mean,
Just avoid any Dragonborns you don't know for a few days.
Well, he's really the only one I know.
I'm the only one you need to know. So.
Yeah.
Insight check.
if that's the only Dragonborn he knows,
Yeah.
roll insight check.
Imitation is a sincere form of flattery. If some magic user wants to assume your pretty face.
18.
I mean,
18.
yeah,
Is
but
that
you should be pretty fast
Whether
to
or not
say
he
dirty
knows he's
letters.
lying, he is. 'Cause he actually knows another Dragonborn. Up in
Oh, yeah.
up in Lamtra.
I almost forgot about that one.
No,
I want to mosey up. I want to
he
mosey up
knows
the
another
ground.
one.
Keljith Narshan, yeah, the Copper Dragonborn.
I want to pull up my warhammer. I was like, I think it's best if you stop fucking lying.
I'll think you an
Tell us what you know.
axe. Not a
Okay,
I
there's
would
another.
This little guy's got an axe.
Yeah.
I got a warhammer.
He has like
That's not actually. That's not to scale. That's not what I.
That's not to
how I-
scale.
Yeah. The axe is like a little soft throwing axe.
Who doesn't listen to me? I gotta kill you.
Okay, there's one other Dragonborn that's an acquaintance who runs an inn in
There's a magic shop called the Dragon's Hoard in Lamtra.
in Lumtra.
Since I never. I'm offended. You never told me about this.
You want to hook up or something?
No, I'm just.
There was another Dragonborn on the ship that we just flew on here.
Oh yeah, that you were trying to hook up and then your cult blocked you.
There's so many fucking lies happening here.
What?
I'm doing
When I
violence.
hear no, I mean no. Like I've known you for like what? How
You
long?
just got
6 months or so.
See, like bloody half a
It's
year.
like, oh god.
Now, those two, I just waved to say hello, had a nice day, and moved on my business.
Alright.
This one I
This
know.
poor knight captain's just watching.
Just to sit there like, I don't really need to know any of this. It's interesting information,
But-
yes, but
But, yeah, so,
How many do you know in the biblical sense?
So just back to the original
whatsoever.
question:
Alright.
Is this
Mm.
emissary staying
Steady.
on? Leaving soon? If you know, if
I-
you don't know, it's no problem.
But I don't know anyone by the name of Kriv, I don't know what this emissary is, and I sure as hell would have been able to write a letter. At least one that's nice enough to send to some emissary.
I do believe that Ambassador Karjan has one or two more meetings with Lord Melithor, but then after that he will be returning to Krolin.
I mean,
Not that this
yeah,
is
right,
about
it looks
I'm
like
just
chicken scratch.
curious about other kin. Yes.
Lord Melithor.
Yes.
Where did he stand on the council?
Lord Melithor was actually a supporter of Lord Nuranel.
Yeah, I've got Mazrin, Ilion, and Melithor were for him staying.
Lethel, Yager, and Zoris. were
Ygritte.
against.
That's the one I was trying to make sure. I couldn't remember if it was.
Yeah.
It's a soft J.
Yeah,
like
that's why I had
Yagi.
to make sure.
Yager and
sorry.
Could you point out, before you go, would you mind pointing out the estates of the other council?
Of course, of course. She steps up here and looks at my other notes
I
here.
love you something more.
So she points to the one
Sheldon
at the
or
far end
Tim.
where the attack happened. She goes, of course, this is Lord Bayfield's estate.
In
This is the home of Lord Othir Lathel. Across the street from it, this is Lord Graf Geger's estate. Right down next to it is Lord Nuranel's estate. Across from that is Lord Aidan Zoris's estate. Down beside his is Lord Bram Melithor's estate. Above that is Lord Koras Mizaran's estate. And then on the very end, furthest to the palace, is Lady Ophia Ilion's estate.
Lady.
Yes. One of the, it's not uncommon, but currently there is only one female member of the High Council.
I wasn't referring
Lady Ophelia Ilion is one of the senior members of the council, actually. She's been there for quite some time.
But supposedly, still getting politics, the lord of this house is the most senior member next to the king. Right?
Well, actually, remember, do you remember this because from here talking to Nuranel, he and the king are relatively quite young, only within, only a few lesser 100 years.
I meant senior as in like the most power.
Yes, Lord Nuranel is basically the seneschal. He is the high advisor.
Okay.
He was appointed by King Thalen upon his coronation.
If something were to happen to him, do you know who would be poised to take his place?
Well, power would sit within the queen or within his heir, if no heir apparent or...
No, not the king. I'm sorry, the Lord Nuranel.
Lord Nuranel, oh yes, of course. I believe his eldest son stands to inherit his title. He has two of them.
He has two sons?
Yes, his eldest is named Raloran Lathan.
Okay.
Alright.
Been in the house a whole day and haven't seen it.
Yeah.
No, Lord Nuranel or Lord Lathan?
Yes.
Nuranel is the one.
house we're in.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misheard you.
That's
The
why we were
DM
making faces.
The DM misheard you.
Okay.
Lord Nuranel only has the one child, Lee.
Okay.
Lathel.
We're getting in some shit now, bro.
Lord-
We just got some Scooby-Doo in here.
Lord Lathel has two sons.
Okay.
Lord Nuranel only has the one daughter.
Jeez.
It took so long for him and his wife to have her. And
But
then
it is good to know that Lord Lathel
does have two sons. If Lord Nuranel were to die or be incapacitated, technically, while power would sit with Lady Leah, not being of age, the actual speaker would be Lady Celine. She would be, not Celine. For some reason, that Canadian is in my mind. Sonali. Lady Sonali would act as speaker on her behalf.
Yes, it's all coming back to me now.
The tutor.
The two.
No!
It's a Celine Dion song.
The tutor would be advisor to the king.
I was sitting over here doing this.
Essentially, technically, Lady Leah would be the advisor. Lady Sonali would act as the speaker of Lady Leah's authority.
It's a big jump in power.
Yes.
Well, Lady Sonali she was appointed by Lord Nuranel and his late wife to be the child's godparent in a way. Apparently, the former mistress, I should tell you his late wife's name. Was it one talking there for a second?
He had to run to the bathroom.
I
I mean, given what he's drinking from.
Yeah,
All that
well, he's drinking coffee.
Just all that coffee.
Coffee makes you shit.
No, that's. I've seen some questions in the chat. That concoction is what he refers to as dark orange. Orange Gatorade Pepsi.
What?
Straight to jail.
Yep. Do not pass go. Do not
He's
collect
a
good.
freshman, right? He's a freshman, isn't he? Like a sophomore?
He's a fool.
He's as good as is mine, but if he's in the
Am I
freshman
still okay,
sophomore
by the
age,
way?
yeah, that's about the time
Oh,
I'm
yeah, so you've still been roll to the Constitution.
I just
I
like I have not stopped
Yes.
drinking. Con.
Yes.
Well, that's a natural 19.
You're still.
It's starting.
A con.
It's starting.
Wait, it's a con save.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 27. They gotta get some stronger shit. I swear this is like
Water.
Oh, I've been drinking water this whole time.
I like this guy. Where we found him?
I'm
Where'd you
kidding.
find him? He just walked up.
He was charging in with me.
Ah, nice.
And now he's here.
I can be the only one drinking.
Well, I'm definitely. I'm still drinking.
Not enough.
Is this paint
I'll
thinner?
just sip it because I'm not as heavy as you.
All right.
Did you just call me fat?
I'm gonna do the Zuckerberg sip.
Look at that lizard man.
Lady Juliana, by the way, is the name of his late wife. Lady Juliana and Madame Sonali were very close. They were old friends.
I've heard about the passing of the wife and the child. Yes,
Yes, they.
it's terrible.
I believe Lord Nuranel has been seen in the Plaza District buying pastries for the children as a way to kind of ease his suffering.
That makes perfect sense.
As far as anybody else is concerned, they are both dead. All right. As well. Thank you very much for answering all my questions. If I have any more, will you be staying in Ilmeraiya for some time?
Actually, we were supposed to be, before this freight disappeared, we were supposed to be shipping off into the deep dark forest tomorrow morning. Is it still like the time is being confusing? I don't know if
It's
the next day or the
at
day
this point, it's
after.
going to be about between 5, 6 o'clock. So it's kind of the early.
You said long rest after the last battle, so I was just confused about time frame.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So that took place in like the early part of the afternoon. So around you woke up probably around 4 or 5 o'clock for it. They arose kind of like they showed back up.
So we're leaving eventually.
Yeah. And in the morning you will be leaving. Yes.
We're leaving.
With,
Cool.
with the Green Warden captain herself to go
You're
to.
leaving. Well, if you're going with one of the Green Wardens, I can actually get word to you. So if I need to speak with you again on your way back through Ilmeraiya.
Oh, that works.
I believe we're making a stop at a small town up there to take care of some business, help her take care of some business. But then we're making our way to the life tree, full tree,
Tree of Tales.
tree of tales.
Also, pull any permits that you have for what was the name of the mining company?
Verog Mining.
Verog Mining.
When you say that, her eyes actually kind of. What do you know about Verog Mining?
They're the mining company that.
I'm sorry. I don't even. You mentioned them by name originally, because you
I
said.
had intended to.
Oh, you intended to. Okay.
I just couldn't
Again,
remember it at the
My
time.
apologies. Because you mentioned Verog before. I actually have heard this name come across my desk not too long ago. They were seeking permission to do some digging in the Altham Forest to the far north. I don't. There was something about them and the individual they sent to give their Moffat words. Remember them.
There's
Fill out the application.
Yes, they're to give their application for a permit. Something about him just did not sit right with me, and so under my advisement, the king declined to give her permission.
Can she describe him in a matter illusion as she describes him?
Sure.
To see if we recognize him?
That is the best fantasy version of a sketch artist idea I've heard.
I've done this
I
before.
would not even make you roll or anything. As she is describing it, it's Leiden. The guy that you, because she said this happened several months ago, maybe a year ago.
Okay.
But it was Leiden who came here and sought. But the way she describes him, it's very different than the way he acted when you met him in Iron Havens. You get a sense that this happened when he was still Leiden working through the coterie, before the whole thing where Ebron took him over and started controlling him more for the Orcats.
See what I'll tell you. They don't tell me everything. Oh,
I don't know this. I'm not there. I missed the whole conversation.
tweet, tweet.
I think this way?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be fine.
oh, this, I'll tell you that we took care of this. And this individual was a part of, does the coterie name mean anything to you?
Oh yes.
This individual was part of the coterie at one
Then
time,
I'm-
before he lost his life.
And I'm very glad. The coterie have attempted many times to get a foothold here within Ilmeraiya. Thanks to works of myself and several other interested entities, we have kept that bunch of cutthroats from getting a good foothold within our fair island. I'd like to keep it that way.
That's a good idea there.
Good.
They're not a good bunch of people.
We feel my ears tingle again.
We originally come
going
from
on?
Fort Blaven, and we worked with Captain Hemlock there to help.
Oh, I have had correspondence with Hemlock, yes, yes. Good man, Captain
Very
Hemlock.
good, man, I agree with this.
Well, she stands up, drains the last of her drink, sits down. Thank you for your time. As a way, I guess it's a way to thank you, I do have several of the documents that this Leiden person had given me for, I guess, a proposition for their business. If I have no use for them, they just have been gathering dust in my files. If you would like them, I'd have them sent to you once I return to my office.
That would be wonderful.
That's his department.
Of course. If you'll excuse me then, I will head back to my office immediately. Thank you, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I appreciate you being so cooperative. Enjoy your stay on our island. She turns,
Walk around.
she gives a nod to you as she leaves.
Take care. She was nice.
We cut back now to Montel and Elron as they're entering into the Orchard Plaza. The sun's starting to sink into the western sky. Again, reaching kind of a 5, 6 o'clock hour. As what are you two doing?
We're looking for that tree.
He's looking for
I'm
that
looking
tree.
for that tree.
I'm taking in the beauty of the place to be able to use for work for songs.
Okay.
Mostly for whenever we leave here to be able to describe it for people.
Roll me a perception check.
Do you need a dice box?
I'm working on that. Like I've got the dimensions drawn up. I might get with you so I can make it a little better.
19.
Oh, I'm in one of those. But let's see. Sorry, I got distracted. It'll be 30, 20.
Okay. So the two of you relatively easily spot that it is a very large banyan tree, kind of sitting there in a small, almost. Have you seen what they call it's like called a end of block park in New York City?
Yes.
It's essentially what this is. It's a small, maybe about 8 feet square area where there's several trees, a little bit of grass, like a bench and kind of stuff. It's just a way to bring the natural world back into the urban world.
Oh.
And the elves very much that even though their architecture is a very natural flowing kind of architecture, it leads very much this aesthetic of nature. There are multiple of these. As you kind of approach this large banyan tree, looking over it, Elron, you kind of glance down around the roots, and were you not looking for it, you would miss how that several of these gnarled roots, as you kind of sit and move around, as your perspective changes, the roots align in just a way to make the symbol of the Cathedral of Shadows. And right as underneath where the symbol is, there looks to be a small, almost like a knot of the wood that goes against the grain.
I'm gonna touch it.
As you touch it, you kind of...
He's staring at it and then looks around.
I booked it.
I guess the best way to explain it is, you know, at Nego Montoya when they're trying to find where.
Yeah.
He's just kind of.
When you touch it, you feel that it's a little bit loose. This is a twistable. It's a cat. So as you untwist it, a little small void within the wood, completely empty.
So I set down the letter and I reach under my breastplate and about right over where my heart is, there's where that leather padding is. It's going to separate it and pull out what to Montel just looks like what would basically be like a training knife. It's been very well taken care of, clean. Just going to set it with that letter, set it in the hole, and put the cap in.
So as you put it back in, you press it. And as soon as when you turn it, almost like as if the wood is sensing there's now cargo within it. There's now something in there. As you twist it, that knot fades back into the tree, and it is just undetectable.
I'm gonna look around again, make sure no one saw.
Montel, you've been sitting on a beautiful, like white oak style bench. It looks maybe like a wrought iron, but as you sit, there's a bit of a give to it. Very supportive, very comfortable. You kind of just like kick back and boom, 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 boom. Just.
Actually, he's not using his. He's actually still trying to get comfortable with the violin.
Okay.
And it's low, somber, very much in the mood of this is a calming type music.
How about performance check?
It's doing gifts of the house. This is a natural 1.
Oh no.
Here, there are ghosts showing up as he's
Hey,
playing.
hang on. I will take a step back. This is one of those moments where you could ask me, can I just take the 10?
Can I just take the 10?
Yes, so 10 add your modifiers.
That's 21.
21. Remember, this is any kind of like simple thing like this.
No, my thing is closed.
So
I didn't really think about
that's
it.
fair, yeah. But as you're sitting there playing, people kind of walking by, you see a few kind of like gold pieces being tossed into the violin case. With like a bit of silver pieces. You actually will make 5 gold pieces in silver.
Cool.
It's just kind of sitting there playing, and people stopping, listening, throwing the money in for you. As you stand back up to see that your buddy Montel has actually turned a tiny little profit in the moment you've been sitting here.
If it also helps, like that could have been how Montel was helping keeping a distraction away.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else you two? You see several shops starting to wind down. There may be an hour or two before they actually will close up for the evening. And you want to do anything else while you're here?
Montel wanted to go if there is a gem cutter.
Yes.
Because he wants to take this void stone and see how they would firstly react to seeing this kind of gem.
Okay.
And then ask how hard they think it would be to extract this from the earth.
Got you. You do find it'll be like a jewelry. It would be a jewelry store that you have to find, and it's just right down the street from the Moldy Melon Apothecary, where currently guards have cordoned off the area and are currently moving things. You see them carrying stuff out. Several like magic and spellcasters doing several like analyze magic spells. Several guards carrying this large like bag containing it's kind of moving as they walk with you. Hear one guy, look, I don't know what was left over, but this is not human, I tell you that much. Yes, I know. Let's just get this to the...
Remember, I still got that locate going on as we're walking.
See, this is dead.
Yeah, I know that's dead, and that piece is in his pocket.
While passing by, just like glancing inside the shop, as best as I can. Is there anything in there that they maybe have like pulled out to the front of the shop that they seem to be analyzing more than everything else? I'm trying to get a sense of, was there something in there that either shouldn't have been in there or...
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah. That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Which means a 30.
There you go.
So, on that very clearly, you see as they're standing there, eventually, they bring out a humanoid figure wrapped in white cloth and has a death shroud over it. And you overhear them talking about how this body was found in one of the back rooms. Its throat had been slashed, and a strange crate was smashed to smithereens at its feet. This is the body of the actual owner herself. And you get a sense that the crate is what this creature that mimicked her was from.
Okay. Clocking that, Montel's not like slowing down or stopping or anything. He's just like, oh, okay, good to know.
All right. You do find it's called Shimmer and Shines.
Shimmer and Shine.
You step in. As you step into it, the thing that you're kind of taken aback by is these are not elves that are working behind the bar. They're fairies. About 3 feet tall. This one has a kind of almost forest green complexion, sparkling yellow eyes, his dull orange hair kind of pulled back into a ponytail, wearing a beautiful, like hand-tailored suit with a set of leather boots as he kind of turns, hovering a little bit as he turns. Ah, yes, customer, welcome to Shimmer and Shines. I am Shimmer. How may I help you today? You see all around are these large curio cases, different jewelry and gems and such. On the back is this very large uncut crystal. She just kind of like steps, almost like between a hover and a hop, just kind of makes his way over to you.
So I've come across a gem that I'm not too familiar with. It's, from what I can gather, it's a void stone.
A what?
It was called a void stone in the journal, right? Or like void crystal.
It's called void stone. You just told this individual its name, and he has no idea what you're talking about.
And Montel pulls it out. Apparently, it comes from one of the mines farther north of here.
Takes it. May I?
Yes.
He takes it and just kind of, he holds it for a moment, and he kind of just sets it down. It was very odd. It's like it has a charge going through it. One moment as he takes it, lays out this like bright green cloth with several runes and circles drawn onto it. Quickly picks the piece, the mineral up, sets it in the center. Goes and gets a set of spectacles with different like kind of angular lenses and adjustments. So he looks at it and goes, let's see what we have here, as he begins to kind of move. Oh my, this is interesting. Where'd you find this mineral?
I happened to come across it while making a deal to go look for some more of it up north in one of these mines that have been abandoned since.
My dear lad, I don't know why you want to find more of this thing. This is let me show you. You watch as he produces a gas fairy fire in his hands, kind of dancing around. And he brings it next to the crystal, and you watch as very slowly the energy is being pulled into it. As you watch as he holds his hand, it takes about 5 or 10 minutes, but eventually all of that fairy fire is pulled into this crystal, which for a moment kind of shimmers and shines, no pun intended, and then dulls back down to that dull kind of horrid green. It's like it absorbs or feeds on magical energies. I dare say that if someone was inclined to it, they could possibly find a way for it to feed off of life force as well. I don't know where you found this, sir, but I would take it back or throw it down the deepest hole.
I was told that it could be used for making armor to help against magic, is what I was told.
I wouldn't want this anywhere near me.
Thank you for warning. I now need to go let them know that we should not go on with this.
Of course, sir, of course. You watch as they go and they take it's just a thick leather bag. They put their hand in it, reach and grab it, and kind of tie it. This would be best.
Thank you.
I do apologize. It is getting close to closing. Is there anything else I could do for you?
Oh no, that is more than I I was just expecting to learn more about this, and I have learned more than I expected.
I apologize, I couldn't do more to help.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening.
You
I
too.
think he kind of like hovers back over and still a little bit shaken by it. You get a sense that like when he picked up originally, he felt his own, because he is Fae. He is a living creature of magic. There was a bit of a drain on it. That's why he kind of like kind of set down very quickly. So
Okay. Montel isn't going to say or do anything until they're out the shop, and he's like, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to make armor out of that, but I mean,
Well,
I guess I can see why,
It
but it's
it
a
was the
bad
first
idea.
lie that came to mind.
Ah, okay. Makes more sense.
I wanted to give a reason for why wanting more.
Alright, so I guess I've done my thing, you've done yours. You
I've
want to
done-
circle back? Should we go back the way we came, or do you want to try and loop and catch a little more of the city? just in
There's
case?
one last thing I want to look at. When we first came in, I was clocking some of the people that were watching others instead of doing their own thing. I just want to see if we can get in touch with any of them.
Okay.
very confused, Elrond, Dr. Montels. We'll stop there for the moment. Coming back to the four of you, just as Knight Marshal Tyverick has left, Finnegan, you kind of closing the door and turning around. So what are the four of you doing at this point?
Well, she was nice.
I'm hungry. You actually, as you stepped out, you begin to smell this aroma of food, and it's coming from the dining room area.
So, what's the next plan of attack?
Hopefully to not get attacked.
Oh, come on. We've lived through enough.
Mr. Krolin, would you like to stay for dinner?
I was already heading to the. I was like, I'm smelling some
It's
food.
in there.
So
It's in there.
as the four of you begin making your way toward the dining room,
I'm making my way.
you see the back door, that servant's entrance you used originally opens, and Lord Nuranel comes in carrying a bundle of very sleek. You can hear the light snoring. Just kind of turns and closes it as she just kind of. We see.
Oh.
Disgusting.
You see Lady Sonali step up.
There's a door from there, by the way.
I can't shoot.
You watch Sonali. She takes and he goes. Be very careful. She had like a dozen and a half of the pastries. Just yes.
So half her body weight is.
The half her body weight is
Sugar.
currently sugar. She goes, I will take care of it, Lord Athos. You know, she just takes. Athos just kind of leans back against the door.
Unfortunately, it's an elf, so immune to magic sleep.
Athos just kind of shakes his head and goes, so, I heard you boys have had a very interesting day.
More interesting than usual.
I met Knight Marshal Tyverick on the way in. She kind of gave me a quick rundown. Of course, she had to run back to heading back to her office.
Yeah.
Oh, I smell the kitchen up at work. Let us adjourn to the dining hall. We can continue talking there.
Yes, of course.
You turn in. You step in. Krolin, where have you sat? Where do you sit down? It's very like long. This table just maybe fed about 10 people. 4 on either side, 2 at the ends.
What's the nicest chair?
His chair at the very head of the table is the kind of a larger captain-style chair.
I'm gonna sit to the right of it.
Okay, you sit to the right of his chair. There are, it's like you see, there is fresh bread, there's fruit, there's also like bits of stew meat. You see all kinds, like there's chicken, pork, all kinds of different things. There's gravy. So all of you step in time to see. You see Krolin sitting down at this big, massive plate of.
Usually eats a bit more than you.
You see is that Lord Nuranel steps in. Oh, forgive me, sir. I don't know you. I'm Lord Athos Nuranel, and you are?
I'm fine with all this. That's fine. Thank you.
He just wandered in off a ship, and he's all with us apparently. We pick up strays on occasion.
Well,
Crawling short sight.
he takes your hand and he shakes.
Come on, it's getting cold.
So he goes and he sits down at his place. Gentlemen, please, he points at the chairs. It is delicious food. It is very rich, very filling. He goes, so, from what I understand, you blew up the ship? I can look at you fitting in. You blew up the ship?
You blew up a ship? You blew...
Yeah, by the way, Knight Marshal Tyverick didn't buy the
feel
somehow
left
it
out.
blew up line. And where were the rest of you while this was going on?
I feel left out.
He's only part of. There's only part of the group there. It's only these two.
Yeah.
I was there in disguise.
Technically, Grim was there.
Wait, what?
But Grim was also not there.
Don't confuse them.
Is he Schrodinger's orc? What's happening here? A necromancer of some strange. He had an experiment where he took a cat and put it in a box, and then he cast both Power Word Kill and Raise Dead on it at the same time. So at the same time, technically, the cat was both alive and dead, and you would not know which one it was until you opened the box and did.
Wow.
Very odd individual.
Yes, he was.
Maybe he blew himself up in an experiment some centuries ago.
Typical wizard.
Yeah, very typical.
But I'm sorry, Grim was both there, and you have to explain that more to me.
Please?
There were orcs on the ship, and I thought it was best to disguise myself as an orc to persuade them better. To stand aside.
Makes sense, a familiar face.
So,
so to speak.
so you became me.
I looked like
Nice.
imitation is a serious form.
I'll give him the rundown of the actual things that happened, not the edited.
Gotcha.
Connection in his brain.
Mr. Krolin, then what? Forgive me, I do appreciate your help in the matter. What brought you into this mess?
Random shit. Usually how it goes.
Well, sir,
I'm just going from here to there right now. And now I'm here. And I'm saying, okay.
are you
Why
going?
not?
Are you going to travel with the? I believe the natural ones, what you call yourself?
Sure, fuck it.
Yes. You'll be in front.
Sure, you were
Yeah,
invited.
you'll be in front.
I'll go in front. Why not?
Yeah, yeah.
If I die, I die. Great.
I like this one.
It'll happen. Finally.
Well, I believe they are currently down a member of their party. By the way, I could not find any sight or hair of Mr. Bravendale.
I like him. He talked funny.
Apparently, he was able to abscond relatively with ease and relatively completely from Ilfalas.
No surprise there.
I was just sad I couldn't stab him one more time.
It's a shame.
And
Just
the
tell me you wanted to stab.
Yeah.
I liked him. He talked funny.
and I consider
He did
the
do that. He did do that.
and plus I consider the absconding of the statue as compensation for his help in saving my daughter. So there is no ill will there with that. Well, gentlemen, is there? I understand that thankfully the Knight Marshal was able to understand that there was no ill intent from you. You were simply acting in the best interest of yourselves in the city. Is there anything you need from me that I can help you with in this endeavor? I know you said you're leaving some point with the Green Wardens to head north to deal
To go to the Tree of Tales.
to the Alden Forest, the Tree
Which
of Tales.
I've never seen a tail on a tree before. So I really want to see that.
It's magic.
I have given you the approval to get through the gate in the city of Gatewood. Is the
And the Green Warden Captain herself will be escorting us.
Commander Lorendel's escorting you.
Yes, sir.
A brave warrior. She very experienced.
She said she would be billing you, of course. So
Of course.
I hope that's not a problem.
It is not. I do trust Commander Lorendel. Where she may exaggerate several expenditures, I do not believe she will needlessly bill me for anything.
We have 40. You know that, right?
He has more money than we could ever hope.
ever hope. I'm sitting on money I could never hope to have.
As
On a bakery today.
he kind of
What?
On a bakery
let me give him a
today.
roll for that.
Oh.
He's been drinking. He's in good relations with you. I'll even give him a perfect. So he just kind of smiles and goes, as someone who is directly descended from the line of Althan himself, I do have access to several. I'm loaded.
I have some. I'm
Figuratively
loaded.
and literally right now.
That's
Good
incredible.
on you.
Totally incredible. All that money. I can't afford any decent seasoning.
The elves are now the white people.
Roll me a charisma check. You're him. Send me a. I'm not
That's
Krolin, send me a
He
DC.
cast this guy so.
Someone else disguising
Oh no!
as grim to say Someone else disguising as grim to say bad shit to people.
Just a charisma.
Charisma check. You're saying a DC for me.
Fantastic. 14.
14.
Because it's a -1.
To his 16. So he just kind of looks at you and goes, forgive me, Master Krolin, on your next venture back through. I'll be sure to have appropriate spice and seasoning for you.
Oh, God.
That's why I like you. You learn from your mistakes.
Thank you,
I
sir.
just went from giving him white food
Or
to
took a
Indian
cash can over his mouth.
with peppers.
He's a dwarf. They're just gonna put dirt on it.
He goes, I have several contacts within Nirakesh and within the Alabaster Mountains. I actually have expecting a shipment of the Arabican coffee coming in very soon.
I'm not
He's
there.
not there.
That's right, yeah, of the Arabican coffee coming in
Oh,
very
wow.
soon. And I believe there is some Mauritian spices in there as well.
Don't tell Montel.
I do not plan to.
Yeah.
He already. One.
He'll hound you until he gets it.
I already gave him half a break. He should be okay, unless he just sits and. I don't recommend drinking more than like 1 cup of that a day. It's very bad when that happens.
Meanwhile, Montel on his 10th.
We had another.
The problem is, you drink the one, you're good.
Yeah.
Everyone after that, it's the levels of exhaustion.
You start having to make con saves. If you fail them, it's an exhaustion level. It's another exhaustion level. So until you get 6 in, you're like.
Sounds delicious.
Over here.
So at this point, you've been probably sitting here for about an hour or two. The door opens as Elrond and well, actually, you still want to do something else, right? Or was that it? The last.
That's fine for being the last.
Okay.
Headed back.
Uh,
We
as
just
you-
circled around, basically trying to sonar, see if that thing was still in the city anywhere.
Yeah.
How long does it last for?
An hour.
An hour. I'm gonna say you can easily fire back up again. It's not a big deal. Roll me that d20 again. Come on, roll.
Oh, and
And he's been keeping an eye out with his
Yep.
rings and such.
yeah.
That is a 15 on the die.
As you were about to, you're talking to Montel as you make the turn to step back into Lord Nuranel's estate. Bing! It pings. The detection, 1,000 feet. As you turn and look, and it's coming. This time, it is coming from Lord Lathel's estate.
And since we're turning into the estate, I'm assuming we're close enough for the earrings. I'm just gonna go in. Guys, I found the thing.
Is he close enough for
Yeah, he's within 500 feet.
I'm like at the front door, like area of.
The thing?
It, to be fair, it is coming in kind of fuzzy. The magics of the state, not because of how the rings work.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Pardon me.
Of course.
Step outside, get better reception.
Actually, as soon as you step outside and get within line of sight, that it clears up. It's within the walls, or something within the walls of the estate itself. So yeah, you're able to. You do that one more time. I want to start.
Wait. The table just starts waves of magic.
I got the idea for our first T-shirt. It's Rikara there doing this. That's just magic. All right.
Imagination.
So yeah, but as you step out, you're able to tell them I sense the thing.
The things at Latham's estate.
So like I'm at the front door, you're at the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, shouting, but not
Are you like piggybacking the message?
Yeah, I think you
Inside
have
of
to do
us.
that. Yeah.
like, I'll get it
I'm-
from him, and then
I'm
I'll step
sitting here-
inside the door and
Yeah.
come get you.
Hey, he said it's over.
And then Graham hears it and then says to Krolin, he says there's a void in the splicer.
I made lasagna.
At this point, Montel and Aaron have actually reached the front door of the estate. The two of you being, following Ricardo into the dining room, where actually Lord Nuranel is currently walking out and kind of goes, I may have overdid it. You gentlemen have a good evening. Please help yourselves to the rest of the food and the
Food!
I'm going to bed.
Wait, have no time for that, myself. Come on.
No time to
Back out the door.
Thank you. I'm good with this one.
I grab whatever left of the chicken and just walk out with the whole platter.
Roll me a luck roll.
There's a thief.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Nice.
It's like maybe one of the legs and half a wing. There's not a lot left.
That's enough for my time.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing an apple and walking back out.
All right,
let's
Gonna
go
go bust
get
some
this
heads?
thing.
Let's go.
All right.
Wing in one hand, leg in the other.
I'm not grabbing the new toy yet, so I'm
All
just
right.
gonna keep walking to the door.
Well, we're walking
Alright.
back out the door now.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I technically can't use it yet.
Where are we
Not
going?
well.
We need to go quietly and stealthily.
Right.
Understood.
Not one to argue semantics, but stealthily and quietly, same thing.
No, you can be stealthy by causing a distraction somewhere else, which
Yes.
is not quiet.
Very true.
How close is the house to us?
Okay.
Everyone roll perception as you stepped out on the onto the patio, the veranda, as it were, having this conversation.
Got 13.
23.
28.
17.
17.
This
You must
plus,
have-
plus into perception.
24.
Amazing.
4.
You have expertise in
Perception.
I have expertise in perception and
Perception.
glasses.
The glasses.
Because I also have expertise in
That's
acrobatics and
okay.
proportions.
16.
I am good at what I do.
We did say we basically
Phantom
got
Steed,
the
yeah.
oh for that thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I have them written down as I can dig through during the break to find them.
Okay.
So, if you beat a 15, so at least a 15, you will notice that there is a carriage leaving Lord Lathel's estate, and as the last kind of trickle of your detect, it actually is pinging off that carriage. If you beat a 20, you will see that inside there is a male figure who bears a resemblance to Lord Lathel, because you've seen him around. There's the male figure. There is an older female figure, looks to be sort of like a servant, kind of talking and doting over him. And then there is a third figure. Anybody beat a 25?
I have a 28.
28.
I was so close.
Montel, there is a third figure sitting in there that you notice that as the two of them are sitting, that the two other people, they're sitting and they're moving, but their movements are very they don't make any sense. Like you see their lips moving up and down. You can kind of read lips. They're not saying it's like ma, me, ma, that kind of stuff. But the
They're
figure
robotic.
leans over and pulls one of the curtains shut, and you see a silver mask with only slits for eyes. As the carriage picks up speed and is moving out to the path, taking the right path, heading toward the north gate.
Montel over the mine link just lets everyone know that the Lord and the Lady are going to be dead. He's just going to put that connection together from the
Okay.
body he saw earlier.
Okay.
And that one of the Chaos Rising cult members is in that carriage. By the way, Montel's gonna send that and start running.
Okay.
Tell
How are we
myself,
gonna-
as
where's
we're
the fox
running,
going?
I want to send a
After that
message
carriage.
through sending
Okay.
to the Knight Captain
Okay.
to let her know.
The Knight Marshal.
The Knight Marshal.
Okay.
To let her know that we found. Do we need like the 25 words, or can I just kind of give you?
Yeah, just kind of give me. I can. Yeah, just give me a brief.
Tell her to look for the lights.
That Lord Nuranel,
Latho.
Lathel, the crate is on his chariot and it's headed towards the north gates.
Okay. Let's endure that. As Montel breaks off after it, but the rest of you are also.
Krolin
I
Montel.
gotta
Yeah.
make sure he doesn't die. So.
Okay.
Should,
So,
Old man.
as all of you take off running, we're going to take our break for the evening. About 10, 15 minutes. Just got to get up your legs with the restrooms, and I will set up the battle map.
Okay. We're gonna have another fight.
can I Yoda on somebody?
Grim here.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Grim here. You can probably grab on the ground.
Phantom Steed.
Okay.
Hey, I'm thinking of either going to Burger King or Little Caesars. Would anybody want some Little Caesars?
I would love some crazy bread, actually.
Phantom Steed.
Crazy bread?
1 hour.
Yeah.
Greater Phantom Steed.
Okay. So we have crazy bread. Anybody else want something from Little Caesars?
What do they have besides pizza?
I think they have wings.
Not saucy ones. I'll get
This is where.
stuff in
I think they have non-sauce wings.
Well, if they have naked wings, I'll
This is
get
where
them.
Nuranel.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Because I'd rather.
dark.
Not have mess.
Asylum.
Because I would rather.
And there went all my money.
Have.
It was gaseous form.
I
I need a
Phantom. I gave you. It was
So
3/3.
nice to have a
Gaseous
break.
form. Phantom
But-
Steed.
I'm moving all my money onto one side so everyone else's money can go in the other one.
Okay. I don't know how much their wings
If,
are.
if it's not enough, I'll cover it. I don't care.
And then.
Just naked wings, they have it. If
Mhm.
they don't, just bring the money back.
Yeah.
This is the part I'm trying to have to move.
We'd rather have naked wings that way I don't have mess.
Oh, question. Do you want a drink from over there?
Blink. It was blink. Blink. Gaseous form of Phantom Steed.
Yeah, I probably should get it right.
I think
Pepsi
Little
products?
Caesars.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Little Caesars carries Pepsi.
Do your root beer.
Root beer. Okay.
I want to sit in here and answer questions.
Yeah, I was actually coming back to do that. I was going to steal Seth's spot until he gets back.
Crazy,
Oh.
crazy bread.
that's a
Is there
question.
any
Those are
any kind of drink you want?
I'm still going
Can I give you my card
Okay.
to get me crazy bread?
Hold on. I got you.
Okay.
I'll happily be here to answer
Do you want
questions.
something from
I'm
Little
good.
Caesars? Okay.
Thank you.
So, as we sit here for about
So
10, 15 minutes, kind
2
of.
orders
My
of crazy
friends,
bread.
let's answer some questions.
Order of wings. A
I'm
drink.
sitting in the seat,
Whatever
so I
I
figured I
want.
might as well.
Cool.
Yes.
Like, well, if you want to run down, grab an energy drink or something, man, we'll hold the floor for you.
Oh no, I'm good.
I'm exhausted. I was up till like 12:30 last night.
Having fun.
Drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that.
And-
How'd that face mask do, by the way?
I mean, it was a face mask.
Hey,
I
thanks
guess.
for lights.
But, weird.
At one point, I just couldn't feel my face anymore. So.
Get back with the rest of the group.
Yeah, I saw that. So while we're waiting in the break,
Yep.
we're happy to answer any questions people have. I know last week some people were asking questions. We were able to answer them while we were in our little intermission since we got our theater kids back.
Yes.
They look so pretty with all their makeup and glitter on in here.
I know. So fabulous.
Wishing you were this DM Masters. Oh, Harmony D. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. D&D. Be a dark elf rogue, lawful evil. Dungeons My Dragons.
Are you asking in game or as a personal
Just like preference to
Preference
your
to-
playstyle.
well, I was gonna say wings or tail is the question.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, somebody asked, would you rather have wings or a tail?
And are we talking like a
Prehensile tail, or are they
Prehensile or
vestigial
like a
wings? Clarify your terms, please.
Yeah,
You
be a
talking
little
people-
more clear.
Are we talking like a crocodile tail that you can beat the crap out of someone, or like prehensile, like you
What is
said,
the
like
name
a
of the
monkey?
map you're playing? The map, the world is a homebrew world called Faeterra. I've created the world. I've got like a big map I've drawn for it. The area they're on right now, like I said, is called Ilthalos. It is the cultural home of the High Elves. It's an area about like 3/4 the size of Australia. It's a very large, like a larger island area, kind of a smaller continent, really.
As for the group playing together, I know I joined this particular group a little over a month ago. However, myself and Southern D&D have been playing together for almost 7 years.
Yep, go on. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that 30, bravo, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Bravo,
that is
30
impressive.
years. I've only been playing. I haven't been almost. I've only been alive for 32 years. That's Jesus.
He popped out rolling dice.
Much to the discomfort of my mother. Yeah.
Net 20 and a I want to say I started playing in like 2000.
So,
So
a little over 20 years.
22 years or so. It was just before 3rd edition came out because I first started playing 2nd edition. And then I want to say within a year or two.
I think
Yeah,
third
that's
came
about
out
the same
in
track as
07,
me.
08, I think is when third came out.
Something like that.
Actually, that
No,
might be
3rd came out in
No,
2000.
4th edition came out in like 2008. Yeah, it came out relatively quickly.
I never
after.
played much 4th edition.
Probably for the best.
In college, I was invited into one game of it. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. I couldn't even like the first session. I rolled to do something mundane, like
That should
block
kind of
it.
is so weird.
It is, and I'm just like, look, guys, I don't understand this. I'm gonna bow out. I'm just mess up your flow. Go for it. HD been playing since the '80s. Oh wow.
Nice.
How did you guys find D&D groups to play with? Thankfully, the store. You can here in the Hive in Macomb, Mississippi. You can do what's you put in a player sheet. It's just a little small kind of application, answers a few simple questions, and you are paired with a dungeon master who is going to run a game in a time slot that you pick. And it just so happens that I lucked up and got these guys.
Yeah. He ended up getting us. I got 2 groups that I run myself.
Wanting to get into D&D, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start?
Read the book.
Read the book. They actually have, and I'm about. So, if you follow me on TikTok, I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to post the video tomorrow. I'm going to be giving away one of these D&D Essentials kits. This is a great starting point. It's got a pre-made adventure in it, and I'm going to do the video tomorrow on my TikTok of how to not only win this, but I'll also be giving away either the wild outside, whatever it is, Wilds Outside of Witchlights, or the Strixhaven supplemental books as well as a set of dice. But yeah, so this is a great way to do it, the D&D Essentials kit.
The D&D Essentials Kit or the Starter Pack.
Or the Starter
But
Pack,
The
yeah.
Essentials Kit has a lot more in it.
Just a free.
Finally reassuring to see this game every week. Thank you so much. It's this game is the highlight of my week. I love it.
It's definitely the highlight of my week currently. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast, it's up there, but I've been missing D&D pretty bad.
Dude, we have been missing you and Seth. You guys are great.
I drove 2 hours here without going home.
Same, fam.
Commitment.
Let's back through and see if there's any other questions that were asked.
On creating a physical board for the world. Well, I have different battle maps. I should be saying that up, shouldn't I?
I will kind of throw this out there because I've found this within the last couple months.
Stables and all that.
If you're first starting into it and you don't want to spend a lot in getting like these map pieces or like these mats and stuff, creative thing to do is go buy you $30 tube of wrapping paper, and if you flip it on the other side, it's 1x1 squares.
It
I
is 1 by
think
1
I
squares,
posted
and you can.
the dollar store D&D thing on his Discord.
That's fair
about that.
too.
Yeah. if like somebody
And-
went to the dollar store.
And here's the other thing too: is you don't necessarily even require having this or miniatures or at all.
It helps.
You can just do theater of the mind.
It helps, though.
But
I played.
yeah, this helps
decades just
visualize
playing
things
theater of the
better.
mind.
But when I was first playing, we had none of this. When I was first playing for the first like
Back in my day.
30 years ago. Not
Oh,
20.
7
really,
years ago. 7 years ago.
but no. When I was first playing, which was about when he started playing, I was playing Advanced D&D, second edition D&D basically,
I'm older than
and we had no miniatures, no battle maps. It was just theater of the mind. That was all we could do.
He's like a year and a half younger than me.
How do you not know how old you are?
I refused.
I know we've got questions on here, but how do you not know how old you
I
are?
refused.
What year were you born?
What's retirement age? Is it like 64?
That's constantly a fluctuating number, moving older and older, so I can't
What's
answer
the
that.
first retirement age? 64?
It's 65, 64-ish.
63?
I've no
30
idea.
years younger than
I'm pretty
my
sure I'm
So
gonna
we're
die
however
before
old
work.
he is. And I think he's able to retire.
So,
Thanks for the buzzkill there, Grim. I appreciate that.
so the person 001 who's been asking our would you rather questions apparently, would you rather read people's minds or move something with your mind?
Move something.
Move something with my
I
mind.
do not want to go into
I do
people's
not
heads.
want to go into people's heads. No.
Would rather move stuff. I do not want to hear what people are thinking in their heads.
I know what
I
think.
don't like hearing. Yeah, I don't like hearing what I
Yeah, the
think.
stuff that I think in my head, I don't want other people to hear.
See, Dante the alien. Do you plan on creating a physical board for the world? By physical board, do you mean like what we're doing currently, setting up the map, and
Or an
stuff?
actual like map of the world itself. Yeah.
He has a map.
He's working on a map.
How old are you, Jim?
How old am I? I'm 35.
Okay. So I'm not
Y'all are technically around the same age.
About the same age.
I am 32.
Hello!
Yeah, if we want to map it, draw everything out. Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like tonight Grim will be played by Grim.
Yay.
Unless someone decides to try and be Grim again.
It depends on the dash.
Technically,
Grim has yet to connect the dots
You
that it
can
was
make it
you
Grim.
that sent the dirty letter.
It wasn't dirty.
He did a
It was
intelligence
nobody
roll and
offensive.
got to a 6. So no.
Nobody in the party besides him knows what was in that letter because it was destroyed when it got to us. He won't tell us what he wrote.
Well, I just did tell somebody.
Yeah, but it was still a letter that was concerning enough that it got an emissary to show up and ask for him.
Oh, that means we didn't tell Grim. Yeah, that was probably for the best. Because the rest of us figured it out. Grim wasn't here for that. Well, 2 of us did, and we didn't tell Grim that. Probably for the best.
Here we go.
So he didn't spill beans.
There are more important matters on the table right now. Literally.
More important matters.
Rather speed time up or slow time down?
slow it down.
Slow it
Slow,
down.
yeah.
Slow it down.
Slow it down.
For sure.
It depends on my day at work.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
What's up?
Up on the Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. While not actually Elven, they will still.
Jeff Paco? Is that you?
Yeah, but
No, somebody on
that's him
Discord.
on Discord, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Cool.
Paco.
Paco.
Yeah. That's a nickname I had from back when I was in high school.
I think I joined that Discord. Something's going on in there.
You haven't. Shame. Shame. I really don't know if Montel's in there either.
Yeah, who
He
knows?
is.
Okay.
He is.
I never
He-
really
he's
see
Miss
him.
King.
All right.
And change.
He shows up once in a while.
Gotcha.
Is it about the Hive Discord or something else?
On the
No, I'm in
the
the
Southern
Discord.
D&D Discord.
Southern D&D. Is that what it's called, Southern D&D?
Yes. Which again, since we're in the break, we do have the Discord, Southern D&D. Feel free to join.
little startup process of creating a character sheet, which is less about creating a character,
Just
but
introduction.
like introduction of yourself, likes, dislikes, games you play, so on and so forth. We do have this game going up on YouTube. I think current schedule is every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday,
right now.
I have it posted. Yep.
Every Wednesday, game goes up. My friend. I stole your spot, so I had to steal you.
I see.
Somebody send me a link to it.
I will shoot you a link in a little bit. But we also have the YouTube channel, which has currently all of the games that have been played on TikTok.
Yep.
We're working on some other stuff in the background right now. Like Mr. Southern said earlier, he has also started a podcast, which should be going up in the next couple days. Which once that gets into a better swing, we'll have a, what day that actually goes up, just like our games go up on Wednesdays. Anything else we need to plug? NordVPN, Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know the list. Squarespace,
Raycon.
MySpace, Raycon. Which, by the way, none of those are actual promotions.
It's
We're
hilarious.
just
Community
making
College's
humor.
new deck box.
I don't know.
That was
Phoenix
amazing.
University or whatever. I'm just going through the list of
Giveaways?
ads you always see
Yeah.
as a joke or hear about.
Would this
I'll
be?
make a Dice Star giveaway if people want to do that.
Once I get mine planned out, I can do the same thing.
Oh, just fancy.
Yeah. You are a cardboard bender. I am a metal bender.
He's there tough.
What did you say to me? Over here. What do you mean over here?
I still always love the. There it is. Is what it'll sound like when one of you guys spots it.
I love soft.
See, I always love this guitar. It's just, the guitars are beautiful out tonight.
It's
Too bad you
soft.
can't see them talk. I was like, wow. Guitar just going straight in with the ableist.
Or you know,
Back into
play.
everything, we did take a long rest.
Yes. Well, after all,
I am the only one that has used spell slots now.
Me too. I used one.
On what?
Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
I haven't used any of my spell slots.
Do you have spell slots?
Muscle Wizard cast fist.
Yes. Okay, making sure.
I cast my
Let
mind.
me go hunt down my.
No.
Well, he went to see a little.
Oh, that's
I
right.
mind my axe.
I'm going to go ahead and close the door for the moment.
All right. So,
Do not disturb it.
Disturb at what?
Disturb it. That's what
Disturb at what?
Behold! Raise it over, Carl.
I'm happy to kill it.
No, that's
You know
Ricardo.
what? Just in
I'm
case.
happy to kill it.
I'll say, you want me to pull out the? You want to pass that around?
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like
Oh, that's a good
I look
one.
for that. If you want to ride it, you can just like stand on the base beside it.
Yeah.
it. Is
I
it
did it on
an
purpose.
emerald triceratops?
Yes, it is.
Well, in my mind, I wasn't
No, I
expecting
understand that,
but then
but,
when he said, "Grim," as you turn around, you see it emerald. I was like,
Yes,
Okay.
currently
Yes.
this is only played on Sundays, 6 to 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. It does go up on YouTube every Wednesday. We currently have five episodes up on YouTube. Yeah. I've played in all of them, except for one. I watched all of them. I still don't remember the number.
Yeah, it's 5 episodes. A total of 44
So
subscribers.
tell me, dear Elron,
Yes.
how much do you miss Lavendale?
I didn't get to take a shot at him, so I can't tell you how much I missed him by. What was his AC?
I should have killed him and I had a chance.
There we go.
Like I said, because of that character and the way you left, you turned his throwaway line of "you reminded me of someone" into an actual story situation.
My friend.
No friend. First time he sees you again, everyone's gonna go, "No friend."
Oh, we need to determine what happened to those 3 items you pulled.
"What?
Nothing.
The cards?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing? Nothing else.
Hey, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it.
What chaos is that purple bastard getting up to?
I keep forgetting that he was purple. Is he walking down the street with a mustache so he doesn't get seen?
Well,
He actually has like the exact kind of mustache that I have right now.
Well, technically, I could contact him because I kept sending it. I do know him. Not that I would actually do it.
Hey, there's Montel.
The question is, would he answer?
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to answer.
Your
People
wings
are
would have
ready.
taken 25 minutes to cook.
Of course.
Because they never have that thing ready. I mean, it is hot and ready pizza, not hot and ready wings.
So
But I don't know if this will be. It's only on Sundays. Yes.
your 5-pack drink
That'll work.
drink was like $2 and some change, and I'm not worried about the change.
Right.
I made it a 2 for 5
Oh, nice.
on the crazy bread.
Nice.
Sweet. So here you go. I'm just gonna pass you both of these,
Choose your poison, sir.
and then Mike.
That's what he thinks of Finnegan.
Yeah, Mr. Counterspell.
Mr. Extra Counterspell now. Or extra strength counterspell.
All right.
I think we need to be more friendly.
Spell magic could. You know, maybe I should just put like some random NPCs, you know, walking through the gate and just.
Hello, everybody. What is happening here?
I would steal that card directly over him.
Yes, Triceratops.
My friend!
All right.
Sorry.
So.
Would you
Uh,
like a slice of pizza though?
Maybe in a bit.
all right. All right. Any other questions before we jump back into the game? Okay. What do you got?
When I sent the message, did she reply back anything, or?
Because you can.
You hear, I will be sending guards to the north gate immediately.
Sweet.
To clean up the mess.
That you met.
Yeah, I know nothing about like the headlines.
The what?
The mind
Yeah.
that between you guys.
Yeah.
He communicated something. He started running, and I'm just like, ah! And that was her. Was be
I'll
careful.
pass you my ring. And you can, is it a ring or is it a?
It's a ring.
It's a ring.
Here, you can have my ring. It goes on your finger.
Okay.
It's yours?
Huh?
You're giving me yours?
Yeah.
Fine.
Magic.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to hear.
Again, magic.
That will be the first
Also,
shirt.
I want to point out that you trust this guy. You give him something you trust him in much less time.
That's fair,
than
yeah.
you had with Robinville.
I wonder why.
So much longer.
I was gonna actually give him a hopefully inspiring speech before he ran off, but you know, he never got to hear it. I worked on it for a week.
Stay with us, help.
Which would have what?
I worked on it for a week.
Yeah, but inspiring speech would have done what?
I don't know, maybe.
Might have turned his heart.
Might have turned his heart a little bit.
You would have brainwashed it. Be good. Be good.
Suggestions.
He's like Alex from A Clockwork Orange.
I love what he doesn't realize is as he hands you, you go, "Thank you, my friend." Drop to the sky stuff. Robin playing the long con.
Goodbye.
All right. So, okay. As we come back into the game, I'm going to switch over to use mine for the character sheets. Okay. So, you will kindly put yourselves in the marching order.
Where are we approaching from?
Yeah, that's
You
the
would
first
be
bit.
coming in the path turning up through here into a kind of like not like a monument park, but an area where there's like just a few statues and benches, kind of sort of like greeting resting area before the actual gate itself. So you're coming in from this direction.
How are we like friends?
So I need marching orders. You'd
Well,
be right about that, coming right into the.
Montel sent the signal saying that there's a cultist in there, and
Sorry,
Grim is booking it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And Grim has a higher speed than anyone else here.
Montel was started running, and
And then
Elrond
Grim
was
passed
sticking with
him.
Montel.
Grim probably passed
it's like the
Montel.
hobbits rushing into the last fight of Lord of the Rings, and
I'll
then
be
overrun by
behind-
everybody else.
I'll be behind Grim because I have personal business with the mask guy. I think. Is it? The
Oh,
same?
you have personal business?
The
That's
mask.
what?
From what Montel
I'm
saw,
probably
the mask
two
does look
paces
similar.
behind
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh.
Help is on the way.
Montel
I
didn't
guess
say
I-
anything
I
about a
go
mask,
with you.
though.
Help is on the way.
Yes, it did.
you did.
You did?
Mhm.
Well,
That changes things.
it's now personal for Grim.
It's slobbering time.
And record.
There's a certain
Maybe this one. I don't know.
There's a certain halfling that he will never get to spar with because of this motherfucker.
I would like to, for you all to see, as I take my finger and wipe away Bravendil, replacing
That's
it.
pleasing.
You need to make an ASMR of that. Just
Replacing it with Krolin.
crawling.
What?
Crawling.
So, writing names here.
I just need to get up to him. Just get me there. Just get you there. I need.
Okay. So, with that being marching order, let's roll initiatives.
Woohoo! Hell yeah.
Nice.
Remember, you have advantage for Kara.
Yeah, I just rolled 2 and they're almost the same.
I love having a +0 to initiative.
Look, I love the fact that this is the first one of these you're going to fight without a guy swinging, 2d8 plus 5d6 cold damage to help you.
What?
Do we need cold damage?
No, it's just this. This is going to be more of a fair fight for him.
Oh.
The Void Slicer.
We'll see.
All right.
No,
Remember, I know what hurts him, and now I've got a Grim to swing things, and I can make Grim do.
By the way, did you pass off the weapon master's master weapon to Grim?
Nope, still at the front gate, because it's gonna save that.
Okay.
Is it
Oh,
leaning against
well.
the post of the house? Keeping
Oh,
things
well.
standing up?
Yeah,
Keep
it's
the
holding the
standing-
house up
It's
right
holding
now.
the house up.
Not too worried about that.
Someone's toe is like crushed when they stubbed it.
My pinky toe.
And it's always the pinky toe.
I know.
It's never the big toe. It's always the pinky
You
toe.
never stub the big toe. It's always the
Okay.
little one.
So take a little while to get used to Krolin.
19.
19. Montel.
Dirty 20.
30, 20. Elrond.
Okay, this is funny. 21.
Oh my god.
Grim.
Dirty 21.
Okay.
Dang it,
Please,
messing up.
please, you go.
What's your
I
dex?
want to go last.
Actually, no. It's a dirty 20. Dirty 20, sorry.
I want to go
Finnegan.
last. What would you get?
And my dex is probably
16.
higher.
Rikara.
With
Yeah,
advantage.
your dex is probably hard.
I got 10.
Okay. All right. So,
It's a dirty 20 for Grim. Sorry, I missed.
dirty 20. Gotcha.
I misread.
Okay. So,
Which my dex is the higher.
up first
That's 16.
is Elrond, followed by Montel.
Yep.
How'd it do for you?
10.
What was the other roll?
7. I mean, I get a +2, so.
I get a +8.
So, you
So,
are.
because I get dex
Followed
and
by-
charisma.
Yeah.
Grim. So, Elrond, Montel, Grim. Let's see here. Then Krolin. Then the Void Slicer. Then Finnegan. Then what's called a void vessel, which is just something you'll see in a moment. Then Rakara.
Bringing up the rear.
And then the final guy. All right.
See, you're not bringing up the rear. There's a guy behind you.
There's a guy after you, Rakara.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
Yes, it does.
So, in a sealed cart there in front of you. Elrond, you're up first.
So, how far away are we from this cart? Is that an accurate
That
distance?
is accurate, yes. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
Alright. And he's just being pulled by regular horses?
Single horse, yes.
Single horse. So, so he's going to move up at least 30 feet, but as he does, for a bonus action, he's going to slap Grim on the shoulder and say, you may not be religious, but religion's with you. And Tile Taker's now glowing.
Okay.
Holy weapon.
All right.
Bonus action.
So if you'll kindly bring Elrond to right here.
Like right beside the edge of the car.
That's 30, right there is 30 feet.
Extra 2, 3, 8, right.
Yes. All right. Montel, knock the monument out of the way. Get him,
Yeah.
please. It's a little cattywampus.
Oh my god.
You're good. Okay.
This thing's going big.
And I'm not close enough to try and cut the range or anything
Correct.
on it.
You want a calculator?
Because you're on the back side of it.
Actually, there's okay. So I'm looking at a spell. I want to see how the damage is done so that I can mimic Mark.
I'm doing now.
I'm preparing for this because it says flame, but you know how cleric spells are with flames.
Yes. And holy fire.
Yeah, holy fire, always. So
Burn the sinners in holy fire.
looking.
Wrong center!
at-
Wrong center!
Jesus, take the wheel. Wrong wheel, Jesus.
Wrong!
So, let's see here. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
It is radiant damage.
Okay.
But what I'm going to try and do is target between the horse and the carriage to take out. I can never think of what it's called.
The yoke, the hitch.
The hitch. Not the yoke, because that would be what would be
Yeah,
over the
that would
horse.
be-
But the hitch, holding it to the carriage so that the horse would not be injured but would continue on, but the carriage would not have
Okay.
hold it still. So that's a dex saving throw from what I'm targeting it, and it is radiant damage. That's why I wanted to ask if that would
Do
actually.
you have to see it?
It does say creature and it does say see within range.
I
So that's
don't
why
think you can see it. Would be the-
That's why I'm trying to bounce around the idea of trying to stop this thing.
I'm going to say just because of the pinpoint accuracy of it, it would be a little bit beyond you.
All right. How close am I to a wheel?
You're in within 5 feet of the wheel.
I know I've only got a rapier, but I'm gonna try and take out this back wheel I'm next to.
Okay. Are you trying to destroy it or stop it?
Actually, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take a swing at the wheel.
Okay.
What's the AC for the wheel?
That is an so it is stopped. Like the guards have stopped and they're kind of approaching.
Okay. Okay.
That's what allows you to catch up to it. But the moment you approach, you do see people turn to look. So you have like a few literally seconds to act.
Oh, jeez.
That's a one. Never mind then.
No inspiration, nothing.
Actually, yes. I hold on to my inspiration like someone in an RPG holding those healing items.
All right.
So I'm gonna burn one. That is a 15.
Yeah, you hit.
Quickening ivy to anchor that wheel to the ground.
Okay.
And as an item, would it have a saving throw?
Actually, no, as I it wouldn't. It's good. It's a roll natural 20. I would not. As you slam down, firing off the ivy, vines erupting, wrapping around the wheel, as it's trying to move forward, just suddenly stopped. The individual's turning around looking to see you. Anything else?
Bonus action move and attack, so no, I got everything done.
All right, Montel, you're up next.
Is this 5 feet or 10 feet up?
That would be 5 feet up.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think Montel's going to go to right here.
Okay.
Are the curtains pulled completely drawn?
Yes.
Okay, so cannot see inside.
Well, when it's, I'm gonna say when it jarred at the stop, kind of show you can see inside, kind of shook the curtain a little bit.
Okay. With that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cast Fairy Fire inside of it.
Okay.
And from the size of the carriage that we have, it looks like it would be 5 feet outside of it, where would be, in one way or the other, would be the max. Because it looks like
that carriage itself about 10 feet across,
Mhm.
by about 15 feet long total.
Okay. Because it's a 20-foot cube.
So yeah, you would basically it would engulf the entire thing.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to try to do it to where it's not going to have.
That's
a
yeah,
line.
that's fair. That's fair. Is there a save or anything with that, or?
Dexterity. The
They're-
carriage itself would definitely.
Yeah, that
be-
fails. But they're in a confined space. I'm going to give them disadvantage on the throw.
Okay.
So we'll go with the first one here. It's a 19 to 17, so it's total of 22.
Yeah. DC's 14.
Okay. So then the other thing, it's failure, and then for him, yeah, 2 and 3, definitely failure. So as you go to cast, the door bursts open, and the older woman just like comes leaping out, like the dexterity of her movement. And as soon as you see her, that
Well, so she'd be within 10 feet of me at this point?
she would leap out and land right there. Actually,
Okay.
not right about there, yeah.
So, within range for that, okay.
Yes. But the other two fell.
And then, spiritual, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon right behind the woman.
Okay.
As my bonus action.
Let me get something to just kind of mark.
Hard
for a
times
moment.
indeed when men can spiritual weapon old ladies.
Look, she's not technically old anymore. She's a dead lady.
Which means I feel even less bad about
That's
it.
it. Where's just I need a random female? Anybody here? Okay, you'll work. Take a point of inspiration and a point of pity, Seth.
You did say we had a long rest, right?
Yes.
Cogsworth.
So,
Oh man, the comments are gonna have a field day with that one.
Yeah.
Hey, I come from a while away, dude.
And
You can't
spiritual
roast me if I'm
weapon is
roasting
second
myself.
level,
It doesn't
What?
work.
Spiritual weapon second?
Shield.
all right.
Second,
Like,
if
come
you
on,
cast
bro.
it, it's every 2 levels up. That is.
Yeah. But I only have third.
said
I only
that
have
it's
up to
nowhere
third
near
level
what I
right
said to
now, so.
myself. Bring it.
It's a prayer.
That's a valid point.
So what would 10th level spiritual weapon do? Wow. Every 2 levels.
It would just be a really big stick.
Right, Montel.
For me, just a
roll your
bigger
attack.
stick every
Yeah.
time.
17 or 18.
Just barely hits.
Okay.
Oh,
Almost the auto.
barely hits. Okay.
That's max damage, so
Nice.
11 points of damage.
Radiant.
Radiant.
What did you roll for? Oh, 8. Okay. For a moment, I thought you rolled. I saw 11, and you said, well, you rolled a D. Okay, yeah.
There's a D8 under there.
All right.
Yeah.
Montel's bowl of sheep.
You know, shout out to
And
Max
what
damage.
time of day is it right now?
You're still latter in the evening. I get it's still.
So it's
getting
not
into-
night yet?
Not it's. I'll call it. Well, there are like lanterns and
Would
torches
you
and
say
such.
twilight?
It is twilight. Yes.
Ah,
By the looks of things, we're just breaking dawn. There's a new
okay.
moon.
If it's not night yet,
Which is
then I can't
terrible
do
because we're
what I
right
was
on
going
the
to do
eclipse.
for my
Okay.
next turn.
There's a Batman.
All right. So how much damage was that one, by the way?
That's 11 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's dead.
That would be the
A
miracle.
horrible death.
Are you letting us know it's undead? Or you told us you were pretty sure they were already dead, right?
I said that I think.
The lady is not pinging as undead,
No. What I was saying is
but his pinging is a shapeshifter. That's bad.
Yeah.
The ear clip.
that that I think that
The Lord and Lady were.
the Lord and Lady are dead. These are not the Lord and Lady.
What's the range? What's the range for the
For the ear cuff?
for the
One of
the
them's
ring?
6.
The ring is 30 feet.
Actually, so the ring is lighting up as well, but it is not lighting up against her.
Yeah. She's pinging the ear cuff.
Yeah.
Something else is pinging the ring.
Yes.
A wall.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
How
8
many? How many are attuned to you?
2.
Okay. Again, attunement changes your bottle, something about your spirit.
Yeah, the gloves
Yeah.
and the armor are the only things attuned. Because everything else is just items.
Yeah, and you ran off with those.
And
things I gave
that's
you.
everything I
They were
have.
yours.
All right.
Nobody can have them.
Montel, Grim is up with Krolin on deck.
Cool. With his cloak of displacement making him blink strangely where he stands. He says, "We're killing the old lady."
Sure!
Alright! Goes into a rage
There we go.
and makes a run towards the lady.
25, 30 will bring you right there.
You have 40
Put
feet
me
of
there.
movement, don't you?
I have 40 feet of movement. Put me
Put
there.
him right there. All right.
Montel sees her, is like, ah! Then Grim comes up and he's like, oh, this is much better.
Oh wait, yeah, we're going into combat. Headphone warning.
Yeah.
The headphone warning for me.
Yes, yes. Headphone warnings. We get a little bit loud during our combat.
I get scared.
All right, so Grim, what you got?
I get scared.
Alright, so starting attacking. Just regular attacks. First one's a terrible roll. That was a 12. This
Miss.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't going to hit. 22.
Definitely hits.
Brilliant. He turned my weapon into a holy weapon, so this is going to be all sorts of fun.
Yep.
There is so many dice being rolled.
That was a 5. It's 11 points of damage, with 7 of it being radiant.
So 11 total.
11 total.
Okay.
You got your rage damage
All right.
in there?
Oh, fuck. I
Hold on.
didn't do rage damage. Shit. So that's actually 13.
Okay, so 2 more. I need to make a con saving throw for this thing. Oh, that's a base of 3. That's a failure. So, Grim, as you slam down, the radiant damage pouring into this elderly woman, who lets out an ungodly headphone warning. And she disappears.
Where'd she go? Oh, there she is.
This thing literally ripping out of her skin.
Didn't we
slide-
learn that radiant damage is double against these things?
You notice it dealt more than normal damage to it, yes.
And this is the point where Montel hits one of those high notes again that I'm not
Yeah.
going to try to
Yeah,
do
let's
again
not.
right now.
This thing just sitting there kind of like moving like this giant mix of like of a snake and some sort of insect. These large claws
Scorpion.
coming back. At scorpion, yeah.
Alright, let's bring you down, beastie. Bring the pain. Ooh, that's 19 on the die, so 28.
You don't have improved critical yet, do you?
What?
Improved critical, you don't get that
That's
yet.
champion
I
fighter.
don't
Champion,
Yeah, that's.
I want him to hit a 20 on the swords!
I know you do.
Alright, so that hits, definitely hits.
I know you do, but sorry. Holy damn.
Oh, God!
That's 25 points of damage with 13 of it being radiant.
Hang on. So.
Nice.
You said this was going to be a fair fight. Not for this one.
Alright.
Oh my god.
And then
I have 15 temporary HP now.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I have 21
Yeah.
temporary
So,
HP now.
Grim, anything else?
That is all.
Krolin, it is your turn.
Right. I think I'm gonna have to dash in
Okay.
order to get to the action.
25, 30. That puts you, 30 would put you there. Actually, hang on.
Axes.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Is it dwarves that have 25
He's got
feet?
25.
Yeah.
So yeah, 25 would put you there.
Yeah, so I'll dash.
And you could get to right here if you want. Dashing would put you here. Alright. So,
Ow!
alright, so your bonus action.
Which I don't think I can do anything. Just as I'm running that way, I'll I'll be,
I get
you know,
some damage
I've
overall.
been using the
Yeah.
hammer kind of to help walk, and then like once the action started, like
Just kind of like.
kind of throw
Yeah.
it, grab the shield, and then
Alright.
and then I'll dash up there,
okay.
and then it better not move.
Alright. So it is now the Void Slicer's turn with Finnegan on deck. So,
Alright,
Grim.
let me shut my bottle here. Stuff
This
that
thing
happened.
is going to make its. For first off, it's going to forgo one attack. You watch as its tail comes up, and at the point opens, and inside is this sharp. The gods will it. No.
That was spooky.
Let me put this back up.
Oops. I don't even know how it came off.
Well, it's not. Actually, it's
could it
stuck.
have
It's not
been-
hung.
No, the Velcro. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay, so we'll just do this then.
That's
Yeah.
shameful.
that actually scared me.
Elron, if you'd kindly go take this to a place where it wouldn't get damaged, that is beautiful.
See.
Do you want that slice now?
Very.
That's
All right.
nice, man.
So,
Do you want
as
Huh?
Do you want to?
before I was so rudely interrupted, Walt, as its tail opens up, inside, it almost seems to push forward this familiar dark green and etched in black stone that's been sharpened to a point. And it just is going to jab its tail forward at you, Grim.
Oh gosh, you're gonna aim at the same scar,
Yep.
same place.
They're gonna kill you.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
All right.
Barely.
See, this thing lashes out. You in slow motion, remembering how it felt,
Nope.
just bring your sword up and kind of parry it. As it just kind of rears back before going into 2 pincer attacks on you. 17 to hit on the first one?
Meets me.
So it gets 3 attacks around?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure, because I didn't remember that from last fight.
So
Then again, I was worried about getting hit by something else. Giant ball.
those are the days. What?
Yeah,
Okay.
just hit the giant basketball from your face.
We normally call that dodgeball.
That's going to be
I can't dodge a wrench.
22 points of slashing damage.
Can you catch a wrench?
Yep.
Actually, yes.
And you can catch a ball.
So 11 points of slashing.
Okay.
Second attack. 7.
You're dead.
Say when, Mr. Grimm. Say when.
When?
The competition is done.
Oh. 1, 2, 3.
Oh God.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why did you
5,
point
6.
at me?
He didn't. He pointed at me. I knew it. As soon as he started counting people off. I told you, it doesn't matter what character.
Double damage. Alright, so that's 7 to 14. So the second pincer slams into you with enough force that actually pushes past you, slamming also into Elrond behind you.
Oh.
So you will take 4, 5, 8. You would take 16 points of slashing damage, half to 8. You take the full 16.
I'm now 1 less than my starting HP.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Guys!
And that's its turn. So, up next is Finnegan.
Time to cast contingency plan.
Hey, Ricora,
Technically, because it's a secondary option.
watch this.
I've turned you into a
I'm
flash.
gonna cast Polymorph.
Oh, God.
Do you need this?
I need something bigger.
That takes care of now a flashbang.
Bigger. It's got a 15 by 15 base.
If you're not gonna
And,
have less,
I'm-
I'll have it.
You guys just hear a really loud
Michael.
noise behind you,
Michael.
and then you feel
Yeah, that's why I was
The-
offering it.
ground start
I
to
didn't know if I
shake.
wanted to until now.
Yeah,
No, I did.
sorry. I'm so
As
used to everyone calling me Montello while in here.
Finnegan very heavily
It
Like
moves
3
forward,
times.
Sorry.
and then you didn't.
Guys,
So it's like-
hang on. You're missing a beautiful moment here.
and as he passes Ricora,
I-
you see a lizard tail come out of
I
his
don't
ass.
have this miniature with me. I'll have to start bringing it.
As he gets here,
Oh wow.
he is a full-blown Tyrannosaurus Rex.
He's a motherfucking T-Rex.
I'm right here.
All right. Tell you what. Just for size.
It's a huge beast.
Yeah. The closest they tell you, we'll go with. We'll use this guy here. This is the same. We'll just use this as a stand-in. I have a T-Rex miniature. I can bring it.
Yep.
Here's our demo.
So this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
This is actually what they're supposed to look like in Jurassic Park. But then Steven Bowler was like, that's a little weird.
And
Well,
I didn't know they could fly.
the
Yeah, I
natural
used
one
my action
theme
to
song
cast
is
it.
now
Okay.
John Williams.
you
Uh,
guys,
Because this is from where this is the setting in the this is the North Gate. So setting in the west. So yeah, the shadow, the sun casting a shadow over the T-Rex as it just steps up to this thing beside you, looking down at Montel and Elrond, and just obviously see one of the eyes kind of wink at you.
That doesn't make Montel feel better.
I'm gonna stay completely still.
It can sense movement.
All right, anything else, Finnegan?
nope, that's it.
All right. You watch as from inside the cart, the carriage.
Because of the side effect
The side door opens, and the figure in the mask stumbles out, covered in fairy fire. Watch as it reaches up and takes the mask off, throwing it down, as one of these stands there.
What is that? What kind of sea? There is a giant set of wings in the way.
The void zombie.
I can, and it's pinging.
That's what's pinging undead.
And I think at this point it stops pinging as it comes out on the other side.
So it stands, kind of staggers out. Just see Finnegan there. All right, Finnegan. This thing is going to attack you.
But I'm dumb.
Okay.
But I'm not.
I don't know if this is going to work against the T-Rex. Okay, so you watch as it runs up, and you see its hand, like almost as this black vial ichor begins to build along its hand. It's going to run and jab it into you.
Don't you have an extra pencil and some
That's
scratch?
a wiener.
Sorry, keep up with his hit points.
I can give you some scratch paper.
Yeah, I mean, I got a
Here.
pencil.
Scratch.
Oh god, a giant piece of paper fell out of the sky. We're all dead.
Do I need to roll for his hit points?
No, take his max.
Okay. And take his max?
Takes his max, yeah.
Holy shit.
I know, bro.
Oh,
Isn't it nice?
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Polymorph medium. You take the medium. If it's polymorph, you take the average of it. If it's wild shape, you take
Okay.
the max. Yeah.
Before we continue, can I get one of your markers?
Yeah,
For
I was
purple.
about to say, that's
You know what color I am.
Yes. Okay. So it's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
A what?
Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
I need a con saving throw from you.
Yeah, hits.
At least it's a T-Rex. I'm pretty sure they have a decent con.
Yeah, they have So very nice.
You take 3 points of piercing damage.
You know those T-Rexes, they play the long con.
and then the Earth played a longer con.
But they got a couple more for every turn. No, it's going to warm here.
14.
Or 14?
Yeah.
DC of 15. Okay.
When dinosaurs were
All right.
Oh, yeah, they don't get like proficiency.
You will take 15 points of necrotic damage.
What was the piercing damage you said?
3. Yeah. 15 points of necrotic damage. And you feel something inside of you start to kind of lock up as you look down at your arms and legs and see these black crystals that kind of like protrude and move up you.
Okay.
Your total max HP is now reduced by this much.
Okay.
So yeah.
I saw this happen, right?
Yes.
What exactly happened when I stepped out the door? He got bit, he failed the con save,
and then he failed the con save.
and now he's turning to crystal?
It's like in his body, there's like crystals starting to push through his skin, moving up his body towards his heart.
Like in Frozen.
Yeah. Yes, just like in Frozen. Seth, thank you.
Sure.
If I max the hit points.
Oh man.
Rikara, your turn.
208.
Well, I can't live in. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Excuse me.
If I max the hit points, I have 208.
Damn.
I'm on this square, I assume.
Yeah.
So let
You
me
could
do.
just barely kill me.
Let's do. I hate doing this. I'm still doing this. 5, 10. Can I do that?
Yeah.
10, 15, 20. Let me do cast. That's a lot of people now. I love this party.
That's a lot of people now.
Go on, hit me.
One,
I
two,
can take it.
three,
I heard
four,
fireball?
5.
No, we can't.
I'm gonna. Let's see.
Just go.
I'll
Flying
cast. Tell me, pull up spells when you're gonna use them.
Which one are you thinking?
I'm gonna cast Bless at 2nd level
Okay.
and hits. Gonna hit Grim, Elron, Dino, and
About time somebody cast bless on me, motherfucker.
I ain't cast bliss on nobody. I don't know here.
new guy. That's
I also haven't. I've never had Bliss Castle.
So that's my action,
Like a bless.
and then
Hashtag bless.
That's
Yes,
a
type was.
D4 on saves and
And
attacks.
attack rolls.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have helped, done that right. And sure, let's do wins.
All right.
Let's do wins. Pop them.
Pop them out. But I need to remember how many cloaks did this thing go up? Oh well.
Oh yeah, so that's been with this.
Yeah.
one,
Can I get a demo?
For that crit that hit me.
Yeah.
See, now you know how
You
you
said they give the item card for the flammer.
Yeah, I forgot about it and I said it at the very
Yeah.
thing.
That's what's real funny.
So you pop your wings. Do you want to move up any or
Like
15 feet?
15, 20 feet. Well, I know you can do
15.
just to hit some aerial view of
Alright.
things.
You see everything. Mostly mine tells screaming, but you know.
All right. Excuse me, gentlemen.
I think it moved. Sorry.
And
Alright, and that's
poor boy?
right.
my turn for this.
So, final person's turn. You watch as an elf kind of stumbles out of the carriage on this side. Just kind of stumbles out, standing there, kind of in a daze. The undead creature looks back at him and goes, "Ralarin, get on the damn carriage! Get it out of here!"
Yes, sir.
You recognize the name of Lord Lathel's eldest son. So he turns and climbs into the driver's seat of the carriage and rolls an animal handling.
Yep, he also has to roll a strength check.
Natural 20. On the natural 20, I'm going to say that for half his movement, he'll break the carriage free.
Okay.
So that only allows him to move 5, 10. So the carriage would come to here. If you could slide it forward right there, please. The front of the carriage. However, there are 2 guards here.
I would get an attack of opportunity, wouldn't I?
What, 9 as well?
On the carriage, yes, you would.
Would I?
Yeah, okay.
Ha.
You technically can. It's moving out of your.
Hashtag bless.
So who has the higher dexterity score first? Let me ask that.
I have a 3.
Plus 3.
I have it. Well, it's plus 1.
Plus 1.
I have a 10.
You have a what?
A 10.
10. So it's going to go Elrond, then Grim, then Finn.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a 1.
How do you miss a
Wait, it's a natural 1?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, jeez.
Say when, Elrond.
Now,
What were you attacking with?
the rapier.
Unfortunately, this cannot happen. It says your target takes an attack opportunity against you. The cart can attack you.
Okay, it
So-
roll over my foot.
You know what? Yeah, it rolls over your foot. You take 4 points of damage. And take 1 inspiration. Bravo.
It crushes your pinky toe.
God damn it, every time it's pinky toe!
There's a 29 hit.
Well, it's Grim first. Because with Elrond, then Grim has the higher dex than you do. And then you, right? Yeah, you have a +1, he has a +0.
Oh, okay.
And plus, I'm pretty sure you're gonna decimate this thing, dude. I want them to get let them have some fun too.
Reduce it by 1/10.
That's a 17.
That definitely is.
Sorry,
Roll
there's a
damage.
31 hit.
Yes.
I forgot to add the D4 for bless.
Yes, you're a big damn lizard at 31.
Okay.
You're a big damn lizard.
Alright. Am I doing a bite attack or am I doing a tail attack?
That's 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. As you tear into the side of this thing, you actually do rip part of the back of the carriage off. But it still looks structurally sound for the moment.
Question.
Yes.
With an attack of opportunity, if you have multi-attack,
You still just get 1 attack.
Okay.
Is bless only 1 attack that you get before?
No, it's until it ends.
Until it ends.
Okay. I need to keep that by
Alright.
So 31 hits, roll damage.
well, I'm trying to just, would it make more sense for it to be a bite or a tail?
Bite would make more sense.
Just bites him off the carriage.
Okay, so that's 40, 12 plus 7.
Makes an attack roll or saving throw.
40.
Whatever. Whatever.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Roll me that damage.
37 damage.
50 HP on the card. As you reach down and just with your massive, 3-4 foot long skull, just biting into it, ripping the back half of this card off. The force of it breaking the hitch, sending the horses running on. Nope. 5, 10, 15.
Oh.
That is 3d6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
That's enough to make Montel hurt.
7 points of damage. Rolls to break. 15 will break it, and as he slams down, he's kind of sits up, looks around. Where am I? What's looking at seeing a massive, just gigantic dinosaur standing there. All right. Anything else, Finnegan?
Well, I mean, that would.
Oh, that's an attack opportunity. I'm sorry. That was his turn. His turn is now over. So I'm going to say that these guards they were about to move forward until you come up from around the side of the statue. They're just like, they've got this. We're going to let them handle it. They got this.
Are they not going to try to help the
Not
guy
paid enough for
at
this
the
shit.
fair?
Well, they turn to deal with him here.
Okay.
Okay. Elrond, it's your turn.
Alright, so you said it's a void zombie, but I know much about that. Zombie is an undead.
I mean, it does reek of undeath, yes. But because of how this thing is created, you would not know much about it.
Gotcha.
God damn it.
Do
Say what?
Say, God damn it, Finnegan.
Was not expecting that.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Finnegan used his opportunity attack already.
Yes.
Never mind. There went a secondary thought process. Because if it's higher than CR1, there's a turn on dead that then makes it run away from the T-Rex. How far up Finnegan is this thing starting to go?
After the first attack, it is just starting to reach where his thigh would be.
So, Finnegan's a T-Rex.
Don't
He
give
just
shit
ripped
when
a
we
cart in
verify.
half. I guess I'm going to take the two steps up?
Okay. So
To
somebody
that thing?
will move him to right there on the Void Slicer.
Which will then put me directly across from our new
Yeah.
friend.
And unfortunately, that means that the Void Slicer is engaged on all sides, and no more melee attacks can be made against it. Contact. You can still fire a ranged attack at.
Oh, you can't diagonal?
No.
Okay. Since we got
It's a matter of.
Yeah, movement area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Because it's
All
a
right.
medium
Well,
creature. It was a larger
I'll
creature.
curve
It's different.
Well, question.
You could
Never
move the
mind.
spiritual
Yeah, I
weapon
can
if
move
you
the
Yeah, you
wanted
can use the
to.
spiritual weapon, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna make the attack is a 6 and an 8.
You did.
Yep. That's 2, so that's a base 10 with. Sorry, bouncing through finding my
You're good.
my right cards. So it's +1 from that, so that's 11, and then my dex and proficiency makes that an 18.
Just barely hits.
All right, so now to go grab a random other dice again. D8 for piercing, D8 for radiant, and all right, so the blue one is radiant, and then the 4 for poison. So that's 6 piercing, 1 poison, 7 radiant.
Okay.
Bonus action.
All right.
I summoned the beady stick on the void. On the zombie.
Okay. The two beaten sticks right next to each other, smacking the same.
No, this is on the void zombie, not on the void slicer.
Yeah.
Alright, so and then that
Yep.
doesn't get the plus.
Is
does it?
Fairy Fire still up?
It is. Well, what's left of the cart, yes.
Oh, it's on the cart, not on the people.
Does-
I guess on the people.
Well, actually, they'll see on the people as well.
Does bless affect the spell attack?
I believe so, yes. Right?
It just says whenever a creature attacks.
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, no, the spiritual weapon's not a creature, so it will not affect that one, no.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a spiritual weapon making the attack
Yeah.
using
Okay,
your
that's
weapon.
what I was making sure.
Is it the Void Walker or the Void Slicer that is covered in fairy fire?
That is the Void Walker.
Okay, so you have advantage on it. Because it is
It is a
fairy fire.
melee spell attack.
It's a melee spell attack, though. He's not attacking it.
So unless it gets advantage
Do
for
I not
being
count as
across from
flanking?
the T-Rex.
Spiritual weapons do not adhere to flanking.
No.
Okay.
Give me something, Rakar. I mean, your guy's going to... He's a motherfucking T-Rex. He's going to tear through this thing.
2. That's a 9.
9. He's going to miss.
Alright.
That's why.
That's all I got. Well, it'd be a lot better if I rolled something higher than a 2.
All right.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Polymorph.
Oh, yeah, you said it's already took damage, yeah. Montel, you're up with Grim on deck.
Okay,
Thankfully, it wasn't a lot of damage with DC of 10.
I passed. It's 11 plus stuff.
Yeah.
Montel puts the viola up to his shoulder,
Okay.
starts playing. I'm gonna use 2 charges. Moonbeam on the Void Slicer.
Moonbeam on the Void Slicer. What's the radius of that?
It's
10 feet
10 feet.
radius.
Because I don't have the actual.
So, will everyone... What?
Well, no. If I can, I'm going to actually place it on.
Side?
Montel, the thing
Montel.
is, with the radius, is a circle.
It's technically 20 feet around.
Oh, it's.
So there's no way you could overlap with... The best you get would be like to something maybe right here, but that would still check. No, if he would move up, it would just hit the spiritual weapon.
Which can't take damage.
Actually, hang on, no.
No,
5, 10,
because of the positioning
5,
we
10.
have, it would.
Yeah, you still at least hit somebody on the side. Yeah.
I can take it.
What
Well,
if
that would also be him taking.
That'd be
it.
also me taking it. I don't want
Montel,
that.
you slick grip Montel. You can take it.
You can take it, you pansy.
Get him.
Very fine side of a
good
frog,
job,
you
Montel.
motherfucker.
Oh,
Very
I think
fine side
Montel
of
is
a
more
frog,
willing
you
to hit him
motherfucker.
than Ron,
Okay.
only because I've known him less time.
Gotcha. So,
So it would be like over
right
in this
here,
area.
gotcha. So right there.
So I hit both the voice slicer and him.
Yeah. So it's what's the saving throw?
You hit me?
I don't know. I don't have the actual
All
spell
right,
card
here,
for
I'm
this.
pulling it up. You said
Okay.
Moonbeam?
Moonbeam, yeah.
It's your saving throw.
Well,
yes.
is there a saving throw on the item? Is my question.
It says I'm casting it, so it would be whatever.
It would be.
Yeah, it would
I
be
think
your-
it's Constitution.
Constitution.
Saving throw.
And if and I'm
It's off of your spell save, yeah.
DC 15.
15. Just need make sure it is con.
Constitution.
Which means you also need to make it.
A Constitution saving throw.
Mhm.
You get a +4.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is
Hashtag
5-foot radius.
Oh, 5 foot.
Oh!
radius.
Never mind.
Then you're good. You're
10,
good.
10 feet across, which means I can put it back behind my spiritual weapon
yeah.
and not hit people.
Well, that would have been a dirty 20.
Okay. So is it a con saving throw?
Yes.
He hit 15 on the dot.
Ah! Wait, what kind of spell is it?
Magical one.
Concentration.
No,
Damage. Invocation. Radiant
never,
damage.
never mind then.
All right. So.
I had to see.
Okay. So.
That's my action.
He still has to make. He still takes the damage though.
Yeah. So roll damage.
Yeah.
It's 2d10.
Mikey, where's my?
Did he make it with disadvantage?
Yes,
Because he's a
disadvantage.
shape changer.
Is it if he's a shape changer or if he's in
A
a different
shape
form?
changer.
Shape
makes
changer.
his saving throw.
Okay. So there was a 15. 11.
Yes!
There you go. Look at that.
I knew there was a reason.
I knew there was a reason I was casting this. I knew there was an actual reason I was casting this. 13 radiant,
Yeah. So, okay.
and then melee spell attack.
And it's already changed form, so
Yeah.
it's nothing to that.
Melee spell attack.
For the weapon, yeah.
11.
Misses.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon for you.
And there's now those dancing
All right, yeah.
around Montel.
Spirits are dancing around Montel. Okay. Grim, you're up with Krolin on deck.
Alright,
Montel just looks
so
like a.
going
like a
for
real
3 sword
player.
attacks.
All right.
This guy.
Here we go.
Here we go. That is 15, but this is 24.
Hits.
4. So much dice.
So many pretty dice.
Math is hard. 18, 20 points of damage.
20. How much is radiant?
11.
Technically, if that damage is being doubled, wouldn't that affect his health gain?
No, not off
No?
the health gain.
Okay. Making sure.
So,
Since he explained that it's based on the damage itself he deals.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a 15.
it's a miss.
Yeah. Thought so.
Wait, did you first one ranger? At range?
Ah, I'm an idiot. No. All right.
19.
So that's 30.
That hits.
Barely misses.
Oh, that's.
It has multi-attack defense. Just when you hit one of those guys, it's called multi-attack defense. The more you attack it in a single time, the higher its AC gets.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh,
that's
oobleck.
12 points of damage.
How much radiant?
6.
6. Okay. All right.
I knew there was a reason why I was casting the
Edit Grim?
That is out of me.
Krolin, you're up.
Right.
Now with advantage.
I'm just playing my.
You have advantage on the attack.
Okay.
And you are flanking.
Okay.
And D4. If you need it.
I mean, I can add it regardless. It doesn't go away, right?
No, it just stays around.
Okay. That first one's gonna be. That's a bunch of stuff. A 29.
Hits.
numbers. Who knew?
Numbers are hard.
How to teach your kids math? D&D.
I mean, it's a
That's
good
not too
idea.
bad. 9. No. No, sorry, 7.
7. Okay.
So, 7 on the first one.
But Grim, did you reckless or frenzy at any point during all that?
Nope.
Okay.
Just regular swings.
Okay. How'd you have advantage then?
Are they flanking?
No, you have. It's fine. I'll just.
The spiritual weapon doesn't affect flanking. We had that whole discussion
yeah.
because of mine.
I thought he. That's why I said something. I thought
I
he
thought I
was
saw
like,
another miniature on the. Oh, I see what I'm seeing now. I see Corlac's Warhammer.
Oh, it looks okay.
So I thought that was another guy.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sorry.
Krolin, move closer, man. You're too far back.
Come on, mate.
Right there. All right, man. Get in the armpit.
So, is there advantage?
It sells advantage.
Yeah, because
Okay,
you're on the other side of me.
Yeah.
It's the
So
radius.
7 on the first one. Another attack. I'm gonna do Great Weapon Master.
There you go.
Ooh. D4.
Natural
Are
20.
you shitting me?
I got a natural 20 and a 1.
That's why I said yeah. All right. Mr. Krolin, call your first crit of the game, sir. You have a hammer, right?
Yeah, Warhammer, yeah.
Warhammer. Roll your damage.
I like this face he's making.
That's gonna be 11.
Did you extra 10 for great weapon?
Wait, so plus 10, and then that's double 2, right?
Yes.
So 11 plus 21 times 2,
42
would be 42.
The answer?
The answer is
He's old.
Actually, you don't double your damage yet because of the crit you got and because the con saving throw of a DC of 12 that I just rolled a 5 on. Quadruple your damage.
Quadruple it.
21.
Wait, 84.
The crit was called range shot.
84.
Yeah, 84.
It makes it quadruple damage, makes a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, minus 1d6 to its intelligence score.
This thing can't be bright.
That is now has an IQ of 8.
What did
That's a -1 to.
Wait, what? It was smarter than Grim.
So,
Don't tell him.
but it has the things that if it were to die. But what is your damage total?
84?
84.
84.
My grandmother always said stupid is as stupid does. Stupid.
Okay.
Turns out
Which,
Grandma's fantasy bird of the forest. Go.
Still standing. Yeah, you didn't realize how much damage Captain Thetis was doing to this thing on your behalf.
Fantasy version of Forrest Gump is great.
I'm still standing.
Yeah. There was a bludgeoning crit called range shot. One of the big ones.
No, it's either.
Anything
Okay.
else?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll do my action surge.
Okay.
to attack
Oh
again.
God, actually, I forgot about that.
Yay, fighter.
Because I'm attacking.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Still an advantage because he's
why not?
flanked.
Good thing, because one of those was a natural 1.
Again.
That's
Jeez.
gonna be.
Don't forget your D4.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, D4.
Welcome.
15, 19. Yeah, 19.
Actually, is your weapon matchable?
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, I need to go. I need to go to the store.
All I will allow the crit to stand, but
I have a weapon for
you do notice that your attacks, aside that one massive hit,
but I
they're
have
not
a weapon.
penetrating as hard as they should have.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is like which one? This extra surge one hit?
Yeah, it hit.
19. Okay.
Yeah, 19 hits. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was your. I thought it was the damage.
No.
Okay, yeah, 19 hits.
The damage is gonna be. That's good. That's gonna be 12.
12. Okay.
And then I'm just kidding.
I mean, you get an extra attack. If you have the extra attack, you action surge, you get your attack.
Well,
You get your full attack action.
Because when you take an extra action, extra attack says when you take the attack action, you make an extra attack. Action surge lets you take a full another action, so therefore you get 2 attacks in it.
So, yeah.
I get
So
another.
they're able to do attack
Basically,
3
you
times.
can do.
At max level, a fighter I think can basically give it 6 attacks in a single. 8.
This is like in like the old school Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Got the hammer. and
Bum,
just-
bum, 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 bum. Or the dorky thing where they get sent to the wrong. Why are you doing this? I can't stop.
That's gonna be 19 again.
It's
13. Wait, 14. Sorry.
14.
Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. So after that massive hit by Krolin, you watch as this thing just kind of turns and looks at you. Rolling a 5 does get its life drain back.
Oh no.
I can take it.
Yep. Hey,
Moonbeam.
roll con save.
Con save. Disadvantage. I couldn't remember if it was at the beginning or the
He brought it
end.
up.
I remember.
Total of an 18 with disadvantage.
All right.
Yep.
So,
So
roll your
that's
damage, take half.
Yeah.
So basically normal damage.
Yeah.
7.
7.
Radiant.
Which 7 half.
Halved and then
Double.
basically
Then
double.
double.
So,
Alright, so we're good. So that you watch again as that bottom of that stinger opens up inside that green stone. It's going to be a 19 to hit.
I like
That
to
just hits me.
I like to use my reaction.
Actually,
I'm gonna cutting words.
Don't
it.
you do it, you bastard.
Cutting
Don't you
words
do it,
it.
you bastard.
words counter spell.
Come on, you big booty bitch!
We have the nope.
got him.
-5.
Are you already at a D8 for cutting words and stuff?
Yeah, because it's my bardic die. My bardic die is a D8.
yeah. So -8?
No, it's
Minus 5.
-5.
So
Okay.
that's a 14 to hit.
That's a 14 to hit. Wasted the use of life. Fine.
I can take it.
I have a hole in their eye. I can
It's when you forego both pincer attacks, make a singular pincer attack against you, sir.
Okay.
I did all I could.
This is got to be
17
vital
misses.
strike.
17.
17 misses. Okay.
Nice.
That was basically a vital strike, wasn't it?
Pretty much it reared back as it took me like a massive grab hit. So yeah, the shield, bashing it off. Okay. Hey, Tenderfootosaurus.
You
It's
got
your
a snap in
turn.
front of you.
It's Littlefoot.
No, that's Chopper.
Chopper. All right.
Oh, he's similar.
Because reasons. I'm gonna move right that way.
Okay.
So now they're both within 10 feet of me.
Yes.
All right. My bite attack will be against the Void Slicer.
You are a huge creature, correct?
Yes.
So technically you can reach over the medium. Yeah.
Yep. Well, it's also 10-foot reach.
Yeah. But technically there's somebody in front of you, but because they're a size class smaller,
Oh, yeah.
you can reach over. It does provoke a disadvantage attack, though. But you are able to reach over them to make the attack.
Question, because this is still a melee attack, is it advantage because
It's flanking, yes. You just have a straight roll.
24.
Oh, yeah, that hits my way.
Hang on.
But, yeah,
the teeth go?
Well, you feel like the top of your head gets scanned and look up and see.
26.
26, that hits, yeah. It's this massive maul.
All right. So that's the bite attack.
Okay.
So that's
Well, what was the damage on it?
It is a about to be 4d12.
But as a creature, it's non-magical, isn't it?
It is non-magical damage, so yeah.
So that's
See, I played both sides of the field here.
33 plus 7.
40.
Mm-hmm. And is it a medium or smaller creature?
Are you about to swallow this thing?
Are you sure?
It is a medium creature, Grim. I mean, not Grim, Finnegan.
Okay. It is restrained.
Oh,
You're
basically
grappled
holding it as
Yeah.
okay.
and restrained. Escape DC is 17.
Okay, on this turn, I'll make the escape DC.
Okay. And then for the second attack,
Swing your tail at the,
yeah.
okay.
I have a question.
Actually, no joke.
He moves into the radius of Moonbeam. Does he
For the
the
bite.
attack?
I want to say just because if it's his head, he can kind of basically agile and just sweep his head through it.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it hits.
Alright, so it's
I'm
only
trying to be
going to
fair.
take 3d8 plus 7.
Huh?
Okay. 28 damage.
Okay. But hang on, wrong one.
Gotta go to the one that's taking less damage.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right, I need another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh god, that was terrible.
Don't forget your D4 though.
The D4 is not going to help.
No, not that.
DC 15.
So it's
Math is hard.
See, this is the part you never got around to in yours, Grim. They got you the healer in time.
Yeah.
so that's going to be it's a 10.
What is the
10.
healer cast
But-
on you?
I'm going to use my inspiration
Okay.
to re-roll that motherfucker.
You know what level holy weapon is?
So that's going to be a 14 plus a bunch of shit.
Restoration level?
Okay, you only take the
You know
damage.
how many of those I get a day?
So that is 10 points of necrotic damage. But you feel that corruption creep ever closer. All right, anything else, sir?
That'll be all for me.
All right, it's the Void Zombie's turn. It is going to...
I have the answer.
Which turn is it?
the Void Zombie.
Okay.
42.
It is going
For
to
after the fight.
make 2
For how
claw
it
attacks
fits.
against you. Actually, does it regain the... does not. 6 makes first claw attack against you, Finnegan.
Because it's something you might
17 to hit.
Yep.
next
Okay.
level.
No, it's not what you're thinking. Whatever it is. Coffee.
No, that's exactly
Okay, cool.
10 points
Coffee.
of slashing damage.
What's the
Second claw attack.
What is doing?
16 to hit.
It's
Okay. 9 points of slashing damage. All right, that's its turn. Ricardo,
the
you're
double
up.
digits, guys.
Oh no.
Cheers.
Are they within 30 feet of each other? Void Slasher?
Yes.
Well, I think I need to do double digits.
I'm a fucking T-Rex.
He is also
Oh.
in his mouth.
So I'll get
I forgot you were
behind.
chewing.
Yeah, he is technically restrained, so he is in his mouth right now.
Is that within 30 feet of me and I can
Yes.
do stuff? Then,
Yes.
Okay, I just want to be. I'll draw. Bless.
So Finnegan, for the first time, you are taller than everybody, but as you stand there, the thing in your mouth shaking, you look up and see Rikara floating just a few feet higher than you.
I'll
Throwing
draw
you off
bless
along the way.
and cast Bane on the Void Slasher and the Void Zombie.
Drop Bless and cast Bane on both of those. Is there a save for anything?
Charisma save.
Charisma
16.
save. 16. Oh, lovely. So 11. And a natural 20 for the Void Slicer. So it's a total of a 19.
Dang.
The zombie got an 11.
Okay. And then. Well,
What does Bane do?
Opposite of bless.
Oh, okay.
It's a D4 negative.
And
Literally the beta there. It's just.
that'll be my.
It's what Percy should have used instead of Hex for so long.
Yeah. All right.
I don't
I think
know
that's my
this
turn.
reference.
Right, so,
Because that's
critical roll. Raloran, for his turn, is going to
yeah.
stand
he's not is he?
He's alive.
as
He's
the
a
two
way
guards kind of converge on him. And they are basically having a conversation. They're dealing with that. He looks confused, looks staggered and stunned, like he doesn't know what's going on. All right.
Me too, buddy.
Elrond,
Yeah, me too.
back to you.
I'm checking something real quick.
Every time I look at that mini, I'm like, oh, what a cool thing to fight. I'm like, oh, no, that's fine.
So, how far from Grim is the void zombie?
Should be about 20 feet. Or 15 feet, 15 feet.
From the void zombie? Okay.
Yeah, that's going through you, though. About 20 feet, he has to move around.
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'm going to cancel the holy weapon.
Okay? If you want to hand me the
I need a
D6.
constant. No. The holy weapon that is on his sword. I'm going to need both of them to roll a con save. His sword just became a flashbang.
Oh, that part. Oh, I forgot about that.
So Grant has to roll too.
No,
Wait.
I choose who takes this.
Okay,
Oh.
so
So
the
the void slicer is taking.
Void Slicer and
Void-
Void Zombie
Zombie.
would take it.
zombie rolled a 15
He takes
That's-
Minus
minus the
24.
D4.
Minus the bang.
minus a D4.
Okay, if he rolled a 15, he fails.
Yeah, so he fell.
Because my save is 15.
And what was the save again? Con?
Con.
Other guy rolled a 12.
Okay, so they're going to take, I believe it's 48.
48. Gee.
No, 4d8.
Oh.
That's so scary.
I didn't stutter. Alright, so.
So I love the way-
I got
You're going to take 99 damage? Oh, you mean like 9d9. There isn't a
So
d9,
that's-
you idiot.
6, 10, 16 radiant damage to both of them. And because they failed, they are both blinded. At the end of their turns, they can make that con save again to recover from blinded.
As that void zombie before it's just consumed by radiant flames and it's gone. Have you had a miniature, please?
And because of that, I don't think I can save my new T-Rex friend. So I'm going to do the next best thing and cast Aura of... Let me make sure I have the ability to do this one first. I'm bouncing between a couple of ideas. Make sure.
Somebody save me.
I thought we weren't having a musical episode.
Yeah.
All episodes
Alright,
are musical
So
episodes.
then I'm going to cast a 4th level spell,
Okay.
Aura of Life.
Okay.
So concentration, verbal only, 10 minutes. Within 30 feet of me, moves with me. Non-hostile creatures in the area have resistance to necrotic damage. Their hit point maximum cannot be reduced.
Okay.
And if they end their turn at 0 hit points, at the end of their turn they gain 1 hit point.
Oh, this is going to be great then. Okay. Anything else?
That is it.
Montel, your turn.
No longer hashtag blessed.
We don't have blessing?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, you drop this bang.
Bless got dropped.
That was the one that had that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the holy weapon, or the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
No.
Miss.
Yeah, 16.
We get it, Rakara, you vape. I mean, what?
And then...
Suspicious mockery.
Laugh at its face.
Well, its face is currently in Finnegan's mouth.
Laugh at his face.
If it's
Laugh
blind,
at
do
his
attacks
stupid
again,
fucking
does it
face.
get advantage? Or
Well, it's grappled. It's
Grapple.
Oh! My melee attack would have had advantage then, right?
Spiritual weapon
Spiritual
doesn't get
weapon
advantage.
doesn't get
We-
Okay.
That's an argument. That's a discussion we're gonna have almost every time.
It's gonna be every time.
it doesn't get anything.
Because we're gonna. Yeah, that's the end of the radiant damage.
That's a shame. It
Uh,
was nice while it lasted.
I can only have one concentration. That's the thing. And
Yes,
It
most
was-
people can only have one concentration.
it was
Finnegan.
better to have
Just
it
be glad
ended.
I didn't turn invisible or fucking fly first.
You turned to flying fucking T-Rex. I'm walking out the door.
I'm just saying, I can fucking do it.
You can, yeah. You're just a dragon at that point, aren't you?
If you cast a
What's your
spell,
hit
then
points right
polymorph is a
now?
skill period.
89.
Actually, I don't think it would.
Because it's
But because
concentration.
it's
That's the only thing.
Mhm.
And since he can do 2 concentrations, that's
It would
the
be.
only
I'd have
thing.
to sit and reread how that works, but yeah.
It doesn't. Polymorph doesn't say that you lose concentration on other spells.
Okay.
But polymorph is a concentration spell.
Right.
So yeah.
So-
the item, the Unistone, kind of bends the rules anyways.
God, I can't.
Just
What you got,
imagine
Montel?
if I was a moon druid, I could wild shape and hold 2 concentration spells at the same
1,
time.
2, 3.
Or you can just
Okay,
ask
still
nicely and I'll take care of
using
things.
still using my bonus action. I'm going to actually have the spiritual weapon move.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm going
Which would
to
actually be handy
have it
because
move right here.
all of druids fucking
And-
spells are concentration spells.
Is
Did you use
there?
your bonus action to make an attack with it?
It's movement and attack you can do with it. Because I did check that first. Would there be enough would there be enough room for Montel to be able to get around everyone?
That'd be a squeeze.
If-
Basically, you would go 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you can move around. Yeah.
so I could get on the other side of the void. Orb.
Yes.
Cool.
To give Grim advantage.
Yep.
And to have advantage myself, as I take a swing.
Square up.
Square up! Natural 20!
Look at that.
Mike, I want to ask a thing real quick.
Yeah.
Did you cancel your moonbeam?
No.
Roll your save. You
That's
literally just
fine.
walked into it.
Is spiritual weapon a concentration?
No,
No, spiritual weapon
Spiritual weapon isn't.
Spiritual
but
weapon
moonbeam
breaks all
is.
the rules, okay?
Moonbeam is,
Yeah.
and it's
So
con.
he could kill it with his own.
I meet my own DC.
So yeah,
I still
don't
take
take half.
damage, which
Still take
is
half.
and then have to roll a concentration.
5. So I need to roll 10.
DC
Right?
of 10, yeah.
17.
Yeah, you.
Montel
All right.
steps into it knowing what he's doing.
Montel. Say when.
When?
This is technically.
Technically unarmed.
Or I guess unarmed. Yeah.
Technically unarmed. Technically. What?
You've got a life-threatening critical. Roll your damage.
So.
Whose life is
He walks up to it like it's a fucking speed bag. He's like,
Yeah.
I gotta show somebody this one. It's that one right there, bludgeoning attack.
This one?
Yeah.
5. 8 damage.
Double.
No,
Damn.
not double. Hang on.
God.
Bad break. Quadruple damage.
Oh,
And you are unable to use one of your arms for 1d6 plus 6 weeks.
so that means he has one less pincer attack?
No.
My arm break.
So what's happening as you're stepping up? So what arm do you attack
He
with first?
Deku'd. He Deku'd.
Right. Just
So-
like.
All right. So for the next 10 weeks, Montel.
Oh God.
If you were to heal it, if you let it heal naturally,
Yeah.
for the next 10 weeks, as you come in and with that right cross, you just like, hey, homie! And you catch it right in the carapace part of it. And you actually feel your arm snap as just, you shatter that entire arm. And it hurts.
It's 8 times what for damage?
Well, roll your damage, yeah.
I've already rolled damage.
4
It's
times.
Times 4.
32 points damage, and this is magical damage because the
Tell
glove.
how does it happen?
Like you said, I hit. My arm might have shattered, but it went through the head.
Montel, as you step up, and you're like, fuck.
Dakota Smash?
You see the energy building up around your glove as you just charge in with it, bringing it down. The creature coming up, going to brace as, you know, it's just a guy with a fist. There's no way this could hurt me. As your glove hits that carapace bone, and you feel your arm start to shatter, but you just force it through further, cracking the carapace open. Your hand going deeper into this thing's exoskeleton, shattering what organs it has, with just a loud screeching.
And in response, as Montel's arm is
Oh,
shattered.
no, Montel can't play. No.
So as you just kind of stagger back, your arm kind of just.
How's that for a good one, Grim?
That was really impressive.
Actually, real quick, on that I need a con saving throw from you and a con saving throw from you, sir.
Natural 20?
It hurt. You're not gonna lie, it hurt. Like him tapping it hurt.
I swear in the background, I heard.
Dakota Smash.
United States of
No, that was nowhere near United States.
That's
but it
fair.
was good.
That's fair.
Oklahoma.
Six.
Yeah. As the combat starts to end, you hear a soft and turn to see that infection has now moved up into the chest of this Tyrannosaurus. But with a loud, you're brought to 0 HP and fall. However,
Into your turn, you gain 1.
so you are at 1 HP on the ground, and you are hurting.
Is it the T-Rex or is it the Halfling?
At this point, when he went to
Oh,
0,
so-
it brought it
yeah.
back to Finnegan, so Finnegan is on the ground.
Wait, you said it brought his HP
To 0.
So it dealt enough damage to bring him to 0.
What the effect
The
brought
T-Rex.
it brought the T-Rex to 0.
Okay. I was going to say, because remember,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
yeah.
It was
can't
not.
be
It's not
reduced.
damage. It's reduction of life of hit points.
it can't be reduced. In
Not
this.
the total. Not the total is reduced.
Okay.
It's his personal HP. The effect brings him to 0.
Okay.
He did not lose his max stays the same thanks to your ability.
Okay.
He's just sent to Finnegan form and is brought back at 1 HP.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
keep track of this.
I'm gonna throw some at you, Ricardo.
Anyway,
How about this for Magic, Ricardo?
All right. So you have one comrade with a shattered arm, and one comrade on the ground. And Grim, you see in his chest a familiar sight of this like greenish black crystal that is like just protruding out over his chest.
I'm gonna fly down to the guards.
Okay.
All right, what is this
And-
thing? I don't know if he's there, but I'm asking the group that has been here, what is this thing?
Very bad, very bad, very bad.
Do you have a way of getting?
Ask them.
I've got to rest, but I have a way to
really
get rid of
big
the
healing
thing.
collection.
You watch Montel pull out his bag.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Hey, everybody, hang on.
Too much.
So when you ask that, one of the guards looks at you. They kind of have like you get a sense that Raloran here was a pawn because he's just kind of sitting there, not still shocked. One of the guards, there is a. Give me a moment. I'll remember the name. There's a temple to Elwyn in the Divine District, the goddess of healing.
Thanks.
Scoop.
I'll throw him a.
And so you just. All right. I want you to roll me a dex check, Mr. Grimm.
Scoop and scoop.
Who are you scooping?
I'm sorry. I meant athletic. Make an athletics check.
No, don't.
What?
Because I can get him rested.
Do you let me know this?
Yeah. Montel would stop Grim
Okay.
as he uses his teeth and arm to open up his
Oh,
God! Thing, pulls out the brick of coffee.
We ain't got time to sit here and brew no damn coffee. I'm dying, man.
Montel also pulls out everything needed.
Morwen. We got
Pulls out a pot,
Okay.
puts enough for a cup of coffee, puts the water, and heats up the water with prestidigitation to make a cup of coffee and gives it to him.
It's not pretty, but I'll let it happen. Yeah, like it's cowboy coffee. It's groundy.
It's not good, but it's right.
But yeah, you suddenly go from to holy shit. All right. You suffer the effects of a long rest.
So I just go ahead and go over, grab, and I'm basically grabbing the. You said it's a shard in his chest.
As you grab it, you feel the energy pulsing.
Restoration.
Perfect.
And pulling.
As like I want you to roll me a con saving throw just to stay conscious because this is going to hurt.
I thought I was unconscious.
Can I
Well, it was brought back to 1 HP.
Can I come back to the group? And,
Yeah.
I mean, can I give him guidance? On
Sure,
this? 'Cause
sure.
I see him in vain.
Like,
John,
stay awake with us.
That's 18.
All right.
I rolled better as a fucking halfling than I did as a damn T-Rex.
Elron, as you grab,
What
you
bullshit
feel
is this?
something in this crystal wants to stay in this magically infused and magical rich body. But you tighten your grip as you see Rikara reach out and put a hand on Finnegan's shoulder, a hand on Finnegan's arm, as the platinum energy flows from you into Finnegan. And between the two of you, Elron, you literally pull the shard out. It's about this long, tapering to a rugged point, but you get all of it. And it is now resting in your hand.
Bag.
Yeah.
Put it back.
Like, just slides his bag over.
He drops it, and then there's just. Oh shit. Because we just dropped something that absorbs magic into a bag of holding.
Remember my rules. You're fine.
Okay. Well, it's not a bag of holding in a bag of holding. It's literally magic absorption.
Within the bag of holding, all magical items cease to have effect.
Okay. That's what.
And Grim drops the rage.
Can someone open up their bag of holding for me, please?
Ricardo, Montel's just like,
Do you want yours open?
No! I'm not putting my coffee in there with that!
It's separate. It's like compartments.
You can put it in there with the sword.
Actually, yeah, with the sword.
Ricardo. So there it is.
The
The ship sword.
The pirate sword.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, the thing you haven't checked on.
So-
in a while.
And now Montel sits
in
down,
a while,
lays
you mean
down,
a couple hours?
and starts crying.
Soon.
Krolin. Liked what you did there. You want a better weapon?
He thumbs up at Rikara. It's over there.
You want a better weapon?
Isn't he dead?
He's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he's fine.
How did I do?
I'm asking you, do you want a better
You
weapon?
did good.
You
Yeah, you did good.
You're still at 1 HP, but you're fine.
You got this here that I've not been using. You can use it.
What?
Lay back
What?
down.
Montel walks over, pats him on his cheek. You did good. Cure wounds.
I mean,
And I'm just trying to get Montel to stay still so I can
Nope.
check out this arm.
He has broken every bone in that arm. It's shattered.
It's gonna take, even with magic, it's gonna take time
Yeah.
short of a druid.
Yeah, like you think another greater restoration could get it back to use, but even still, what would you give him?
The Dragon Bane Axe.
Ah, okay.
So, hey, now the mini pit fits.
yeah.
And then, knowing that a greater restoration get him up, would a regular restoration help at least ease the pain?
Yes, I'll say a regular restoration would reknit the bone to a point of just a bad break.
To be fair, we have directions to a temple alarm.
That's
We
fair
could go-
too.
It's at this point you hear the sound of armored feet that comes running up to you. You see, it's been like 30 seconds. Well, technically like close to a minute, but
I
it's
mean,
not.
But I sent a message to the lady.
Yeah.
So,
She told you they could be anywhere within 3 minutes. It's been less than 3 minutes.
uh,
Yeah, remember, a single round is 6 seconds. Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Am I considered small?
Technically, dwarf is medium.
Yep.
You are the bared part of medium, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Small medium.
anything beneath dwarf is considered medium. Yeah.
You're
Especially small.
Medium.
It's not your
but
height
he's-
that makes you medium, it's your stuff.
He's
Is your
I want to say you're the only medium class.
I
that
just
has
didn't know how
25,
the
though.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it.
I do the heavy.
As you turn to see that the Knight Marshal herself is leading the charge as she comes scaring up. Goes, and you watch as like the zombie, that's body now kind of also sort of
good on you.
to fastly decay into an amorphous pile of just viscera. The void slicer, its body starting just to smoke and wisp away. She goes, "What in the 9 hells is
Did you
that?"
happen to bring a doctor?
I sent you a message and you missed all the fun.
Medic! You watch as someone runs up, bearing the symbol of Morwen, the goddess of healing. And she looks at you and goes, "What did you do to your arm?"
I punched that thing. My arm went through it.
I was holding
Everything.
it with my mouth.
Yeah. It hurts.
You watch as she leans down and goes, This will take some time, and she will cast Greater Restoration. So yeah, it basically it goes from like the shatter to a bad break, then to a bad sprain. So it's going to hurt still, but within a couple days it will be.
We're gonna be working on it.
Yeah.
Thank God. I can play still.
Oh, we forgot to ask which gods today.
Mom.
The what goddess?
Yeah, that's fair.
Goddess.
Well, actually, I think right now, let's see.
You have a list.
So
I do have a list. I told you.
to the Knight Marshal.
Yeah.
We saw a suspicious carriage.
Let's just go dark.
Sent you this message, and we stopped them here. Lord, somebody's son,
Latha.
son was apparently
Valoran.
charmed to bring this carriage this way. So
As you're sitting there, you hear. Actually, roll everyone. Roll perception. Let's see who all will hear this.
Perception. That is cocked.
He asked for trouble the moment he came.
13.
That's a 7.
DC of 12.
I'll go on 20.
18.
So if you pass it, you hear Elrin. Lorraine, where is she? She was with me. Where is Lorraine? You see Lorraine Neredy, a female elf. She begins to describe a female elf that is very familiar to all of you, as it was what that void slicer appeared to be before basically casting off the skin suit it was wearing.
You're going to find her body at their estate.
More than likely. And actually, on the wreckage of the carriage, is there that skin chunk there since we saw them get in as the
Yeah, it sloughed off onto the she's send a squad to Lord Letho's house immediately. Yes, Knight Marshal. They run off. She goes, looks to the two city guards. Goes, what's? There are more of these things on the island.
Yes.
yes.
Said the use.
At least 2.
Somebody give the halfling the supreme health potion. He needs it.
Floor.
So one of them walks over and one of the clerics pulls out a supreme health potion. And because the effect of this type of cleric, all healing effects are maximized. Finnegan, you regain 60 hit points as she basically
61.
as she
Well,
feeds
somebody, you cast Cure Wounds or
Yeah,
something.
he did too.
Yeah,
you. Okay, well 60 plus the
Yeah.
as you're basically she holds you and just basically kind of pours a health potion in your mouth. And you regain
I don't
60.
like that. Don't do that.
You-
No.
Look, I'm getting images of the pool scene from Sandlot right now.
Now look, all I can think of right now for some reason is the damn scene from Grapes of Wrath, and I hate John Steinbeck for it. So you drink the health potion, gaining 60 HP back.
So we need to go talk to the son to see what happened with them. And go from there.
How much did your healing spell?
She looks over and goes, "Is he clean?" You see several of the paladins, their hands held out over it. Yes, Knight Marshal. He appears to be without
9.
without influence.
So you would been up to 70.
Then bring him back to the garrison. If you wish to speak with him, you may do so there, as he is still the son, the heir. He's still the heir to a noble house of Ilfilas, and I must get him into protective custody immediately. If you wish, you can also return to Lord Lathel's estate. I know for a fact that the Lord himself was meeting with the King and Queen today, so, and I don't believe he is there. But I am taking a small squad immediately to the palace.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I think we need to call in that favor from Lord Nuranel right now.
Where would you like to go? You want to go to Lord Lathel's house, to the
How
palace?
the hell of a day.
Yeah, this thing was not like the ones we fought. This was conscious and intelligent, and it was the only one. There were two.
That thing was intelligent?
No,
Compared to the
no.
last one.
Well, remember, the last one had already been greatly damaged already and was probably
Roll me an
trying
insight
to...
check.
Mind if I roll it too, considering we're talking about this?
Sure. I'll let you roll the insight as well.
Where's the box? Where's the box?
Dirty 20!
Dirty 20.
Dude, this is like the fifth.
I mean,
two
I'll
tonight.
give you advantage because you're basically conversing about it. You have advantage as well, Montel.
Dirty 20!
Okay.
Fuck it, we're going heavyweight.
No, I'm using this...
That's better. That's a 22.
Okay. As the two of you are sitting in conversing about this, a thought kind of occurs to both of you. The last one you fought, where it did seem more primal, more feral, but it didn't have a quote unquote skin, so it wasn't possessing anyone. As you look at the remnants of this Lady Lorraine, you're starting to think they're not going to find her body. This was her body.
It basically like what it was doing to him.
It infected her and became her. These two creatures, the Void Zombie and the Void Slicer, are the same creature. They're just different versions of the
It's
same.
like a larval stage.
Somebody is upgrading these things.
So we almost had a void zombie T-Rex wizard.
Yes.
Sort of, but not really. You'd have lost the T-Rex at least.
But if it would have been a wizard, it could have became a T-Rex.
So imagine a T-Rex sized Void Slicer.
Sounds fun.
That is the thought that occurs to you, is that somebody's upgrading these things. And they have found out that by binding them to an actual physical body, that they seem to get a bit more intelligent and a bit more careful. Like there's something to that.
I would say she needs to send at least a couple paladins to intercept Lord Lathel.
Or Latho?
Lathel. 5. Because I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. Lord Bethrin. Because isn't that the same house? I've got the houses you gave me originally were Liynddell.
You talking about the sons? The son
Okay,
intercept
hang
the
on.
son? The other son?
So,
No, the father, she said, was going to have a meeting with the king.
okay, so there is Lord Athos Nuranel, Lord Ulthor Latho, Lord Graf Yager, Aidan Zorus, Bram Melithor, Ophelia Ilion, and Chorus Miserin.
So we need to get to the palace immediately.
Yes, okay. Well, what are you trying to...
I was just going to say, she needs, if he's not there already, because she just told us that he wasn't at home, more than
Correct,
likely.
he was
because
at
of
the
meeting,
palace, yes.
That it needs to be intercepted, and basically what they're doing to the son, to him, immediately.
She's already, it's like men are already beginning to make their way to war in the palace.
So let's make our way to the palace.
So where would you like to go?
Let's go to the palace.
Lord Lathel's estate or the palace?
I want to pick up the silver mask.
You pick it up and you notice that it is. I should roll investigation. Let's see what you can glean from it. Actually, this would be either Arcana or Perception.
Which is better? What's that? So 9. 9, 14.
14. Okay, give it to you. As you pick it up, it feels rough. It doesn't seem like the mask that, upon closer inspection, that the creature, the entity that killed Kieran was wearing. And as you pick it up, you sense a presence. Somebody's watching. And you hear a voice you haven't heard in a long time go, "Little Dragonborn, I was wondering when I would see your group again. We had such fun in Iron Haven, didn't we? Oh, don't worry, I'm coming to Ilmeraiya soon. And this time I'll be wearing more than that puppet Leiden could give me. Tell your friends, Ebrin says hi." And we'll end there for the evening.
Nice.
I knew one of those comments was going to be coming eventually.
Which one?
Nope, not going to say it on stream.
Fair enough.
You know what reason I don't use the name I use in Discord on this.
Gotcha. Okay.
They like your voice though, that's all I can say.
Well, with that, we thank you all so very, very much for tuning in with us.
Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, it goes up every Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. You know, we're not used to having to say this.
You can, I'm going to go this way so everybody can still see me. Follow me on TikTok at Southern D&D. Our podcast, hopefully the first episode will be up sometime next week. We recorded that today. It was so much fun. I look so forward to making more and more of this. A lot of big things happening over here on Southern D&D. I look forward to growing, to sharing more of this with all of you. So thank you all so very, very much. Thank you all for the appreciation, for the likes, for the comments, the questions. It was amazing. With that, guys, anything else to say?
Drink your milk.
Drink your milk. Thank you.
I'm glad I live.
Stay hydrated.
Stay in milk. Don't do school and stay in drink. Drink your drink.
And with those wise words of the natural ones, we will see you all next time. Later.
Oh, man.